Yes, guys. Yes, people. Double streams for you guys today. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Check out everyone's socials in the description below as well. And yep, welcome back to another episode of Shameless FC, the first Shameless FC of the new year. So big up everyone. And of course, hope you guys have a shameless 2022. Big up everyone. There's a lot to get into over the last week. Some news which is a bit old, but we'll probably still want to go past anyway. I would go through the FA Cup fixtures if it wasn't the case that I think basically everybody wins their FA Cup games. There's no real tough fixtures out there. Leicester, we'll talk about Leicester because you guys have like a fifth of a squad, so it could be anything with you guys. I might even have to see Schmeichel at right back, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Big up everyone. As always, check out the socials. Let's get into it. Ryan, how's the start of the new year been for you, bro?
Yeah, it's been all right, innit? Bit boring to be honest, but just busy with work and stuff. But yeah, a bit boring, no football, but yeah, that's it really, bro. Just Liverpool, upsetting me at the moment. So yeah, that's it really.
Just the same Spurs are no show again. Slav is on a cruise trip, so
He's
we'll
on a
we'll
big
let
man
him off
tour of
this
the
time.
world.
Yeah, but he should be back next week. Assad is asking where's Flawless. Flawless is literally finishing a stream and then he'll be on here, so he'll be here in about 10 minutes. Neel, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, good beginning to the year. Just kind of no footballs and no disappointment at the moment, but we'll probably get into some of the fixtures that happened recently. But yeah, all good apart from that. But roll on tomorrow's first game of the year for us. So yeah, we'll get into all of the Leicester City news and apocalypse that's happening in there. So yeah, but thanks for having me on once again. Let's go. It's been a while and happy 2022, everybody.
Damn right. Jan, what are you saying? You good?
Yeah, happy New Year to everyone. I'm fine. Just been chilling. City played tonight, so hopefully we win. I don't know who's going to play because there's loads of people with COVID, but no one knows who. So I'm sure we'll
I
find
even know
out.
City played today.
Yeah.
Who they got?
They've got Swindon Town.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah, all right. So that's gonna be a 4-goal show then. That's cool. Something to watch at night at least.
yeah, well, there's 21 people that have COVID at our club. 14. No, Pep's got it. Pep's assistant's got it. So the assistant manager's got it, sorry. So we've got the third person in line. The assistant coach, he's going to be the manager. And I don't know who's got COVID and who's not. Apparently it's seven first team players. And then there's like some youth players that also have it. So yeah, we'll find out what happens tonight. We'll see who's in there and who's not.
Yeah, these COVID outbreaks are ridiculous, right? Like, you guys have 21 Liverpool. Like, I wanted to start with Liverpool's because you guys got your game postponed because of it. So what's been going on up in Merseyside?
Well, obviously, we've tested quite a few of our players tested positive like a week ago. It was like Alisson, Matip, Firmino, and then obviously Klopp did himself. So our assistant Pep Linders took charge of the Chelsea. For fuck's sake, he's here. But yeah, Linders.
That's funny.
Oh boy,
That's good. Bless up.
You like
Big
that?
up to you all. Yeah, that was funny stuff.
No, but obviously our assistant took charge last Sunday in that shit bottle job performance from us against Chelsea. And then obviously the next thing we hear is he gets COVID along with so much of the coaching staff. There's a massive outbreak at at the training ground. We had to close that temporarily. I think it opened back today. I had it open back today or yesterday. I'm not sure. I'll get my days mixed up.
what a coincidence.
Yeah.
They're avoiding Arteta's tricky reds.
Imagine being shook of Arsenal, man. What is this?
What tricky reds? Nah, actually though, I think the crazy thing is I think a lot of our players because the rule is I think it's like 7 days isolation and then if you test negative you can come back or something now. So it means that a lot of our players and especially first choice players will be back on Sunday for Shrewsbury, and it's like thing is a lot of them might actually have to play because I don't know if a lot of the youth players are have COVID, so we might actually have to play a lot of our first team players on Sunday against Shrewsbury. Plus the fact that quite a few of them haven't played for quite a bit, they kind of need that match practice going, and against Shrewsbury.
So wait,
which
did you
kind of
guys have a
don't-
full squad fit for the Arsenal game or not?
We had a lot of plays out, to be fair, I think, but and then obviously
Apparently, we had
coaching
no
stuff.
goalkeeper. Apparently, that's what it was.
I don't even know the full situation, to be honest. To be fair, I actually think getting it cancelled has done us a favour in terms of massive favour in terms of that tie, because we were going in even before like the news of the massive outbreak and the training ground being shut during the week came out. We still had such a depleted squad that we were looking to like probably looking at playing like a front three away to Arsenal of like Curtis Jones at left wing, who's a midfielder, and then like a youngster on the right. So we would have been so depleted going into that. Now for those two legs, we should have a lot more options. I know Salah Mane won't be there, but we'll have like Jota, Firmino, Minamino should be back. Maybe Origi could be back. I'm not sure. So there should be a lot more options for those two legs, which puts us in a much better position to go through. So yeah, at least that's a positive. Obviously, we've given up home advantage, but I don't. That's no excuse. I still think we should go through over two legs in that game.
One thing I wanted to know about was, is there a case where if it gets to semi-finals, you can get the game postponed, or is there a thing throughout the whole tournament? Because I've seen it happen with Tottenham where they got the game against Leyton Orient forfeited because Leyton Orient didn't have enough players in. I've seen Aston Villa in the FA Cup, they had to play a full youth squad. I've seen Chelsea in the quarterfinals, we had to play half a youth team. So I really don't understand why you lot were able to get your game postponed instead of forfeited, because it makes more sense that it should have been a 3-0 forfeit and Arsenal take a 3-0 lead into the second leg.
Apparently, they changed the rules last year, didn't they? That's what I heard. Apparently, they've changed the rules that you can't.
You've muted, Ryan.
Yeah, you can't.
Most sense he's made all year, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently
Oh, I can't be
you can't now till the semis, apparently. But I think it's probably because the distance between the semis and the final is quite a long time. Because I don't think the final's till the end of Feb. So you've got enough time to play two games. I think that's why. But
my mind.
For 3-0 would have just been, I think they would go through.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we can hear you. What were you going to say anyway, bro?
I mean, I remember last year when we played Villa in the cup and they had to put all their youngsters out. I remember we beat them like 4-1. But like, I mean, if you're going by the rules, maybe that should have been it. Am I complaining? No. Put it this way: even if we'd have gone in with a 3-0 deficit to Arsenal, we could have probably still pulled it back in the second leg. I can't lie. But I'm not complaining. That's it. I think we got a good chance of going through in that. Maybe it should have been like that. Maybe we should have got a 3-0 defeat, but I'm not complaining in it at the end of the day. I've not really known the full situation of it, to be honest. I've just been mad busy the last few days, but I'm like,
Yeah, none of us have known the situation with Liverpool.
What, bro?
None of us have known the situation with Liverpool over the last few weeks. No one's really been specific. All we know is like it's the coaching team that's been out with COVID, not anything to do with the players. Well, there's been a few players, but I still think that there was enough for a full team. I find it weird that they're all now magically back within a few days, but I'm just going to leave
I
that
heard
there.
something weird that like apparently we had like barely any goalkeepers available for the game as well.
I swear you had Karius.
Well,
Karius still on your books?
But then you need
Karius is still there.
Wait, hold up. Karius is still
Karius is still there. He's like 4th, 5th choice or something like that.
How is Karius?
And I swear Adrian's still
And you
there.
say you've got no squad depth.
I know. How is Karius still there?
That's the thing.
Oh, man played in a Champions League final. We better put some extra respect on Karius' name.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What happened in that final?
Yeah, it was a great final.
Yeah,
Fantastic final.
He had a concussion.
When the last time you were in a final as well? Your goalkeeper.
Hey, this ain't about us. All right, you know what I'm saying? This ain't about us.
I'm just saying, innit? Last time you were in a final, your keeper fucked it as well. And he's been your best player this season. Says it all really about your club.
He's a good hit. He's had, he's improved still.
Yeah, but you know what that means? Give your goalkeepers a second chance.
Absolutely. So you should give Kepa a second chance as first choice goalkeeper, innit? Even when Mendy gets back.
I think we gave him.
Our hands are a bit tied right now, so we have to.
Then he went and did it again. Yeah.
What was that, Ryan?
Well, Karius
Saudi
made
Arabia
2
or something.
mistakes in that final, so they weren't even one.
Yeah, but concussion tax, like, it don't count.
Yeah, that was bad from that. I remember that elbow from Ramos. I ain't making that as an excuse, innit? Karius weren't good enough anyway, innit? We have to be honest. Like,
I can't
we have
believe
to,
he's
like,
still there.
Karius was good enough.
I'm hella shocked, you know, that he's still
That's
there.
a
That just
throwback.
surprised me.
Yeah,
It is.
like,
What final was that? Was that not like
he went
18?
on to like. He went
Wait,
on
wait,
to,
wait,
like,
Yeah, it was 18.
something.
What, did you not give him a new deal? How long is his contract?
No, I just don't think anyone wants him on loan.
So why is his contract not run out? Is what I'm saying. Surely he's in his last
Oh
year.
no, we probably
You might give him a 5-year deal.
Adrian's ahead of him. Says how bad
Wait,
Karius
who
is.
you, Arsenal?
How did you might give him an 8-year deal or something? Like, what's going on? How is he still
I
there?
don't even know, you know. I don't even keep tabs on this. I just heard he was still at the club. I was like, no one wants him in it. But he's like 4th or 5th choice in it. Put it this way, it's not the worst 4th or 5th choice goalkeeper in the world. Let's be honest. Like,
You have
Yeah,
that.
depends on who's ranking 4th and 5th choice goalkeepers, innit?
Yeah, serious.
most of you probably don't even know your club's.
Who
4th
even
or
has a 5th choice goalkeeper? Like,
We
that's
don't have
probably
a
one of the
fourth.
pointless jobs in the world.
I said 5th choice.
What do you even do as a 5th choice goalkeeper?
Yo, put the cones out, fam.
Maybe
You
he played
know what
like
I'm
the
saying?
18s.
Literally, just hand out oranges at half time and shit.
Cheerleader. innit?
Probably,
Oh my
but-
god. I said 5th choice, you know.
5th choice.
I feel like
Fifth choice for one position.
oh
I'd be
my
offended
god.
if I was a 5th choice
The
goalkeeper.
sixth choice is the
That's
manager.
Pointless.
7th choice is probably the centre back. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. This is
I mean,
ridiculous.
Kyle Walker's like what our 4th choice. We don't have
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
many,
saying.
you know, or 5th.
Yeah.
I think Kyle Walker's our 5th choice.
What do you mean we don't have the luxury? You can piss off, Jan.
Yeah, wow.
I didn't even get it. I didn't
Oh,
say
he's got
that.
a fifth choice goalkeeper.
No, I
What
didn't say that. I said ours is Kyle
Yeah, it
Walker.
is.
He said that.
Yeah. I was gonna say if Walker was at Liverpool, he'd probably be ahead of Karius. So I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Here we are.
Do you know what?
I can't even say
You
anything
know
to that
Kyle
either.
Walker?
Like,
I think it
to
was.
be fair, Walker lost the Champions
last
League
season,
final as
the
well,
season
bro.
before.
So you put that in there. What he did? Why are you laughing? He did. He lost the Champions. He's lost his only Champions League final as well.
Why
He's
did you go
fast,
for
innit?
Jan? Jan kills you every time.
I didn't know
This is your
it's
funeral.
flawless.
You always got
Flawless
to
is
slap a
talking
wolf
about
in it.
Walker.
Ooh, flawless. Nah, this is
Yeah.
your funeral, fam. This is your
Talking
funeral.
about Walker.
Die in it. You're about
Walker's
to
lost
die,
the
fam.
Champions League final as well.
Insert
about to
quote
die.
about De Bruyne here.
At least Karius lost it to a team that three-peated.
Kyle Walker has lost it to a team that's going to 3P it.
Anyway,
What?
Was he there when Spurs beat Liverpool?
No,
You
the
reckon he'll be
Champions
able
Yeah,
to
I
repeat
didn't
it?
know he played for.
Yeah, did he play for Spurs when Liverpool beat Spurs in the final?
No, we're
No,
talking
wait.
about the
That's why
future.
Walker lost the final to.
Yeah, I'm
Your
talking about the future.
Liverpool's best starting 11 in the league didn't even beat them this season, but it is what it is.
Talking
And
shit.
yeah,
Let's go.
what I was going to say is a few seasons ago, you know when Atalanta were actually a good team and they were going to like in the Champions League doing quite well, he was the only keeper that didn't concede to them. And I swear they played like Liverpool or something. So
Last
it is
year.
what it is. Kyle Walker came on and kept a clean sheet. So it is what it is.
Is that like Sam Allardyce? Like 100% record with England.
Hey, big up Big Sam, man.
Goal twice.
It's coming to you soon,
Yeah,
Flawless.
you lot might need to get Big Sam. Maybe you're
See
I'm
what
full.
I'm saying?
I'm a fan of Big Sam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
You're
like
a
Big
fan
Sam.
of the most weird people, bro. Honestly.
Oh, that's for you. You know what I'm saying? You telling me that. You
Nah, you
telling me
said
that.
Big up, Dylan.
This guy. Some of the weird players you rate and that. He's not that, but John Joe Shelby.
What,
you know
like
I'm
who?
saying? John Joe
Show me the
Shelby.
baller, fam. Come on.
Smack you. Alright, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Chris
That's
as
why
well,
he's
come on.
that's why he's in a
We
team
need
that
to
won
get
one
into
game
we'll
or 20
get into
games.
Coutinho to
That's
Liverpool
why
again.
he's in a team that is starting to get ballers in it to suit him,
Yeah.
in it. So like,
Sure.
you
Hey,
actually
Neil,
thought
that's a good
Newcastle
idea.
would
We'll end the
relegate.
stream on that.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
good idea. But yeah, moving swiftly on from Liverpool because I do want to have a conversation about Man United.
I do it when I see the smile.
Ragnick's tricky
Why are
Reds. I
you
want to have
smiling?
a thought.
I don't like how you smiled at me when you did that. You know what I'm saying? You annoyed
No,
me.
I just want to have
really
a
don't like you at
conversation.
times.
innit?
I swear down.
I thought things are going to improve.
I really don't like you at times.
The football has not changed. I
Yeah,
want to know
yeah,
what's
it's
happening
got
for
worse.
Ragnick's traumatized
It's
Reds.
gotten worse, yeah.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it. What do you want to know?
I want to know what's
Yeah.
been going on. Like, obviously, there's the result against Wolves, which
Oh,
was very, very demotivating, especially watching it and viewing the final score. What's been happening, man? What's been going on
In terms of
at Old
like
Trafford?
the off the field stuff, we'll get into. But on the field, he's made the same errors that Ollie made. This and picking the same players who we all know ain't good enough. The reason why I wanted the manager gone because he continued to pick players who are just not it. And then Ralph's come in, and to an extent, obviously with certain lineups, especially the Wolves one as well, he's continued to play these players who are not good enough. So when people turn around and say, it's not Ollie, it's the players, it was both. And that's why we got onto him. Like, to continue to play Wan-Bissaka, sure, Maguire didn't play against Wolves, but Maguire you can throw in the mix. McTominay, Bruno, Rashford, like I just named 6-7 players. And that's 7 out of your 10 outfield players. And that's where the issue lies right there. And we presumed he was going to come in. I thought he was going to come in and switch it up. However, that hasn't happened. And that's why you're getting the same results, especially in the system, because in a 4-2-2, like, you have to be very... Like, everyone has to, similar to a back three, everyone has to know their job like down to a T. Like, if one person doesn't do their job correctly, the rest of it just falls down. And that's where the issues lie. Yet even the game against Wolves, if Bruno scores, we're talking a different game. He should back that when he come on, but it is what it is.
So he's saying the personnel or the manager's instructions?
Well.
No, I'm saying not the manager's instructions. I'm saying it's a mixture of both. Ralph needs to do better, absolutely, but we know these players ain't good enough. That's legit what it is. We've seen these men fail under Ollie for an entire 2-3 years and that. Let's go. I want to put the word out there. We back up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow me on the gram as well. You know what I'm saying? That's me flawless in that. But is that from December? Nah, I went all the way back to December 5th, you know. You know what I'm saying?
December 5th.
I couldn't find it on your Twitter, so I had to go back to your Instagram.
After that legendary win against Crystal Palace.
Was that the Crystal Palace game? Yeah, I was gassed because I'm
Hi,
like,
Babs, I want this smoke on stream, man. Hurry up. You got the link.
Yeah, jump on, Babs. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
I'm still popping bottles the fact that Ollie's gone, because what people have failed to realize, including Babs, is even if Ralph's not it, Ollie's not the right guy. And people seem to mistake this. Oh, you should have kept him to the door. Like, no, that wasn't it. Like, two things can be true. He wasn't it, and if Ralph's not it, then it's him.
I don't think they're saying Ollie in.
Newcastle. We know Ollie would have beaten Newcastle and Wolves.
Yeah, they probably lost to Norwich.
I don't know.
We've seen these things happen. We've seen these things happen. Look at it. There's a reason he got sacked. There's a reason we won one game in his last 8 or 10 or however long it was in that. So yeah, I'm still gassed that he's
Spurs, wasn't it?
Literally. It was
you
that.
have to remember,
then,
these men lost to young boys.
People forget these things. We lost to Istanbul. Like, there's loads of, like, I could be here for hours talking about games we've lost. Say that again.
Yeah, I was saying now this team's losing to Wolves, and I saw Ollie beat.
We always struggle against Wolves, though. That's not nothing new. We've consistently struggled against Wolves. I think the entire time they've been back in the Premier League, I think we haven't scored more than 1 goal against them. So whether that's at Old Trafford or whether that's at Molineux, we always struggle against them.
What was you last played them? Because I know you beat them.
We beat them 1-0. But they should have beat us.
1-0.
Yeah. You should have. And even the season before that, like, I remember there was a time I think we drew them in the FA Cup or something like that, and we played them like close. It was back to back, and it was both at the Molineux, and we struggled both times. We always struggle against Wolves. That's nothing new whatsoever. So in regards to that, that's on Ragnick for continuing to pick players who are not good enough. Simple as that. And as for all the off the field stuff, I'm glad it's happened. Like, we need to address all the elephants in the room. I'm glad anyone who don't want to be here, they should let go. But that goes back. All this is exposed is the poor structure, because these players have been babied for the longest amount of time. And now that Ralph's come in and he's like, all right, we're going to do this, this, and that. These men don't want to do it. How true these sources are, I don't know. Yeah. So
is it a don't want to?
Hypothetically?
Because I wanted to ask you about this Mole thing, and apparently about United having 17 unhappy players.
Yeah.
But these just a few of the rumors I've been hearing.
Yeah, with the 17 unhappy players, could it be possible? Yes. Like, if I'm a centre back and Maguire's playing ahead of me week in, week out, I'd be unhappy too. I'd be upset too. So there's many different reasons and different factors as to why players might be unhappy. And some of it can, and some of it want to, and some of it won't, some of them can't, and some of it's a mix. But I'm glad all of this is happening right now. And this is to everyone who said, yeah, Ollie left you in a better state. Really? And now we see this. So, like, I'm interested to see. Obviously, we played Villa back-to-back once in the FA Cup and then in the Premier League. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, the games, actually, to see the reaction and see how players play. Because everybody's under pressure now. And I seen Fred, I was with Bainesy and Fred Parr talking Fred about similar stuff being untrue. Because his name hasn't really been mentioned. But even he pointed out Parr tweet and was like, yeah, they're untrue about certain athletes in the team, blah blah blah. I'm glad this is all happening, man. We need this
what's
civil
kind
war.
of good as well is that a lot of the players that are have normally been scapegoated for use over the years, the Martials, Pogba's, Freds, etc., they've not been playing recently, so the fans can't even focus their attention and blame towards them, which is good at the end of the day for you guys.
You said it. Because if one of them was involved, they definitely like head honcho. They definitely 110% head honcho being blamed for all of this action. Like 110%. So yeah, but like I said, I'm glad it happened. And I'm glad this civil war is currently going on. Like, do I believe everything that's come out? No. Do I believe there's certain things that are true? Yes. And we'll never well and truly know. But again, good. Everybody under pressure now. And it can't get worse. So it's like, all right, let's see how you man respond. Not so much in the FA Cup game against Villa. I'm looking more at the Premier League game against Villa. So yeah, that's my
shows. Are you playing back to back?
Yeah,
Villa next.
We play him in the FA Cup and then in the league. Yeah, we play him twice.
Join the club.
Oh, you playing?
That's okay. That makes sense. Just a super chat. Saying Villa building with Coutinho. Neel might get replaced by a Villa fan next year. Are we just going to integrate a Villa fan into it if they get big enough? Coutinho and Gerrard against United.
Get rid of Bhavss finishing 8th 2 years in a row.
That is true. That actually.
To be fair, yeah, Tottenham's been the club that's dipped. To be honest, Coutinho and Gerrard against United. It's going to be fun. Come on, you Blues. Big up yourself, bro. Yeah, Ryan, what are you going to say?
Coutinho maybe not the best player. Like, he's the potential's there, but he's fallen off a cliff.
Nah, that Coutinho signing really upset me today. I felt so.
Would you get emotional?
No. I really wanted him back. The fact, you know what pissed me off, yeah, is the fact that if we'd have gone in for him, we would have got him. 100%. If we'd have gone in for him, he would have chosen us without doubt.
Nobody wants him, fam.
Did he not kick up a fuss to leave you lot though?
I don't.
Am I wrong in saying that?
I'm not on those. I'm not all this. Oh, I've heard Liverpool fans say, "Oh, he disrespected the club. Don't want him back." Well, I don't care. That happened 4 years ago. It's not even that deep. Just it's all this sentiment and emotion that comes into it. Pisses me off.
He got offered to Wolves, and Wolves said no.
I'm surprised.
Bro, I don't care. He's better.
Did he offer? I didn't know that.
So Wolves said no.
They do need him though. I do agree with the loan deal. Like, it makes sense for Liverpool to get him. I understand, and it pays me to admit. I do agree with Ryan.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, yo. Come on, man. Like, we decided to keep Oxlade-Chamberlain and not get Coutinho. How terrible that is. Like, honestly,
I'm cool with that because you took him off us.
We're still playing a 36-year-old James Milner in midfield away to Chelsea, and they think we don't need Coutinho.
They put respect on James Milner's name, but I agree with you.
What's wrong with him being 36 years old? We got a 37-year-old centre back, and he's one of the best in the league.
We got a 34-year-old striker that's injured. Never mind.
Yeah, but there's not many Thiago Silvas, isn't there?
Who's the 34-year-old striker that's injured? I missed that. Who was
Vardy?
There's less.
Right, okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about Chelsea. I didn't know you were talking about you. Don't talk to me about old strikers. Well, yeah, go on, carry on. Don't talk to me about old strikers. Lord of goddamn mercy. Yeah, fuck you, hell.
Ronaldo not doing the job for you guys?
No. I don't have no issue with Ronaldo. I just don't want to see in a 4-2-2 Greenwood in the 10 and Ronaldo and Cavani up top. That's not it.
Yeah, Greenwood in the 10's a strange one. So.
Like, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? And like, that was my issue with that team.
Van der Beek in the mud.
Like, that's not it. I don't know what's going on with that. There's something else to that, and I really want that to in the civil war. That's the main thing I want to come out in all of this. Because this whole thing, you can't cover ground. You telling me you can't cover ground more than Matic? Something's not right. Something don't add up in it. The maths ain't muffin. The maths ain't muffin. Something's off. Like, way off. But yeah, going back to you, Ryan, innit? And I was saying your Coutinho misery.
Oh yeah.
Big up Tony.
Thing is, like Neel was saying, I know Philip Coutinho ain't been that good the last few years since he left Liverpool. I get that, but he's coming back to a team and a manager and players that he's already played with and already balled out under as well, only a few years ago. And also with his ability and his attributes, I don't care anything. So you do not lose that talent and ability that he had. Like, you don't lose that. He was that good. Like, he's probably my top 5 favorite Liverpool players of all time. That seemed, to be fair. Like, that's how highly I rated him.
He was inconsistent, though. On his day, he was good, but he's not good enough to do it on a consistent basis.
He was carrying a really shit team for most of the time at Liverpool. After Suarez left, you know what pisses me off, yeah? Is that the season after when Suarez left, people act like Raheem Sterling was the one balling out for Liverpool. Raheem Sterling was shit in his last season at Liverpool. I don't care what anyone says. He was awful.
Was that SAS or
Philip
the other one? Which was his last season?
14-15. It was after Suarez left.
All right, yeah. So it was after the Suarez
Yeah,
story.
Sterling
Yeah,
was dog shit that season, and he got
He
the
went
move,
out,
but
innit?
Coutinho was the one. Coutinho was the one carrying us, going 30-yard curlers into the top corner literally every week. Like, that's how good he was. Like, again, maybe at times he was inconsistent, but he was playing in a right shit team next to like Joe Allen and these men a lot of the time. Like, come on. Like,
Surprised
there's
you
only
don't rate Joe
so much
Allen.
you can do.
Yeah.
Surprised you don't rate Joe Allen.
Yeah, didn't you lot call him the
Hilarious.
world's Jabby or something?
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't
I
rate Joe
think
Allen.
he
Is what I'm
did.
saying. I'm surprised
I
about
didn't.
that. I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying I'm
Definitely.
shocked. You know what I'm saying?
I said tell Ragnick to watch Chelsea play against
Hey,
Spurs.
if we could play Spurs, if we could play Spurs every week, we look good too.
You know what makes me laugh about Villa? This
The last
is
time we
amazing
looked good was
signing.
playing
Fair
Spurs.
enough.
You know what
Fair
I'm saying?
enough.
This is Spurs, like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
fair
This is
enough.
not. I'm not hearing anything. Do you get me? These man's badges, the cock on the ball. Like, this is not what we're doing. But go on, carry on.
But like, I'm just sick of our fan base as well, who say they wouldn't take Coutinho back, and they'd probably rather keep like an Oxlade-Chamberlain and stuff. Like, it's bullshit at the end of the day. Like, fucking hell. But you know
think
what?
you should've
For
went.
Villa on the other hand, this is an amazing signing, because this is. I heard someone say this was their Grealish replacement. I think this is an upgrade on Jack Grealish. I'll be honest. I didn't feel like Coutinho was better than Jack Grealish. I really do. You not
I
think
would
so?
say so.
You know,
Because I'm not seeing.
Coutinho is better than Jack Grealish.
Yeah, prime, but we
And I
don't know what
like
he is.
Jack
What I'm
Grealish.
saying is, he's a good signing, though. He is a great signing for them, and I think I
like
agree
Jack
with you. They
Grealish.
should
He's
have.
a better player.
You lot should have got him.
Frank Coutinho's better than Jack Grealish. Was
On
Jack
loan, is
Grealish
it?
curling in
It's
top corner from
Frank
30 yards out
Coutinho.
every week?
Don't
Yeah, but
agree with that
that's
at all.
That's not the same player.
Was
Yeah,
Jack?
that's the thing.
How do you know he might not get it back? Was
He
Jack
could.
Grealish
I agree
curling in
with you.
top corner from 30 yards every week like Coutinho was? No.
Ah,
I
yes,
agree with
man.
you. I agree with you. You should have went in for him. Absolutely.
We should have, and it's pissed me off.
Yeah,
that we
I
haven't, 'cause
think
we
so
would have
too.
easily got him. You would have easily got him.
I don't know about that. Would he have come to you?
No,
lot?
we would have. He would have chose. Apparently,
Where
there's
is he?
rumors that there's reports saying that he would have actually would have been happy to return to us if he'd have gone in.
Didn't he
So- and
regret
would
the
have
move to
come to us over
Barcelona
Villa.
very early into the move?
Pardon?
Didn't he regret the
Well, go on,
transfer
what's up?
to Barca? Like,
That's
very
not
late
bad.
into the move.
Yes,
Big up,
I'm
I'm
man.
not sure. It just never worked out for him there. Like, that's the thing. Obviously, we won the Champions League the year after he left. So I think that's when he probably started to regret it. And then he came to Anfield in that semi-final and kind of did nothing in it. So like, I think that's when he probably really started to regret it still.
Yeah, well, at the
I think
very
people- I
least,
think people in the-
potentially take
in the-
points off rivals. You've played them twice
think
now,
people-
haven't you?
Yeah, I think people in the comments are forgetting how good Coutinho was. This guy was prime Coutinho was clear of Jack Grealish. He weren't even close.
When,
And I like
did he
Jack
play?
Grealish.
Did he
Why
play
do you
much
keep
last
saying
season?
that though?
Did he
I
play
don't
much
think
last
he
season?
genuinely
He's
is.
supposed. He's judged to be their Grealish replacement, in it. That's how
Yeah,
I'm saying
he's
it's an
like,
upgrade.
there's no
Jack
doubt in his
Grealish.
talent. Did he play? Did he play last season, Coutinho? How much did he play last season?
I don't think he's played loads over the last couple of years.
This is what I'm saying, and that. So we don't know what we're gonna get. I agree with you in terms of the talent.
We
Is
don't
there.
know
It's
what
not
we're
a
going to
talent
get.
issue.
I'm just going
Potential's
from what
there.
I remember.
Yeah,
of
but it's
Coutinho.
all about the productivity. Like I think it's a great signing for Villa. I think it would have been a great signing
Oh,
for
it's
you
an
too.
amazing.
There's a reason why he's wanted to go out on loan for the last two, and wages is part of it. The Villa have managed to get him. He's been loaned out everywhere because of the financial issues with Barcelona. They've tried to offer him everywhere, and nobody's wanted him. Bayern Munich sent him back. You know, they're like, we don't want anything to do with him because what did he get? 1 goal and 1 assist for Bayern Munich. It was like really low.
He scored in that semi-final. He scored a couple.
He scored 1 goal, 1 assist in that one game against Barcelona.
How many was it? I'll Google it now. I'll see if I can find out. Coutinho.
Might put a poll in the comments.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we can just bank and say it's old him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
he's not done much over the 2 years.
It's more of an excitement signing more than anything. I'm not really sold on it
But
too
if he
much.
gets anywhere close to old him, it's going to be really good.
Yeah,
for
it's a
Villa.
statement of
People
intent.
saying the same thing about Ronaldo. Remember?
I thought,
Yeah, exactly.
I
It
thought
strikes me
Villa's
as like a
ridiculous.
Ronaldo
He's
side.
at a decent enough age as well.
Nah, but I think how old's Coutinho though?
I think he's 28.
29.
29.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's
Yeah.
you could argue he's in his prime years, whereas Ronaldo's not. So that's why I
Bro,
understand.
no top clubs approached him. And he was offered to top clubs, by the way. And
Yeah.
no one wanted him.
Thank
because
you.
of the
That's
risk
what I was
fund.
saying, Bhavs.
Yeah, it's because of the
What
And
you
he
risk.
was at a very
saying.
small fee too. Ain't the option to buy it like 30 million?
Million. To
It's
me,
just wages.
His
pretty
agent,
much.
Kia Jorbajan's got a
Yeah,
history
well, it's
of.
not cheap for them, yeah.
Yeah, to me, like that's why I'm surprised Liverpool didn't go for it. It is really low.
I'm
If
surprised
it don't work out,
I'm
he just goes
pissed
back
Liverpool
on low.
didn't go for him because he would have, like
Especially
I
with
said,
your
they would've
midfield
got him.
options.
Exactly. Because
Nah, with their
Liverpool
midfield
got
options,
2 goals.
nah, Babs, with their midfield options, they do.
Got Curtis
Bro, we got
Jones, mate.
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Curtis Jones is more than good enough. Yeah,
Nah,
Ox
but
is
that's
great.
what-
Won you a
I like
Champions League, won you a
Curtis
Premier League
Jones.
title.
It's not better than
Coutinho couldn't do that.
This guy's it.
It's not better than Philip Coutinho, bro. Leave it out.
Yeah, but who won you a Champions League and who won you a Premier League?
That's not why,
Who was a
yeah.
part of a team and who wasn't?
This guy, wow.
I'd argue that Steven Gerrard can't touch Ox's shoes, mate. I mean, hold that.
Oh my days, yo, Oxlade-Chamberlain's Champions League doesn't even count either. He didn't even play in the Champions
He
League.
scored a goal, mate. Remember that goal against
about Scott Carson,
Man
mate?
City at Anfield?
That was the year before when we got to the final and lost. That went
Yeah,
back
but
to
Steven
Champions
Gerrard
League
wish
before.
he could do that.
Steven Gerrard did win the Champions League and did do that. So yeah.
That's
Did he win a league title? Did he win a double?
He won a treble in 2000.
Pony FA Cups, mate. That's what it was.
Wait, when did they win a double?
Yo, the FA
Did
Cup's the
Liverpool
only
win
thing
a
that
double?
you man win.
Oh, it was all Steven Gerrard won as well in terms of domestic career at Liverpool.
And Carabao Cups and a Champions League and a UEFA Cup. But yeah.
Yeah, but no Premier League title.
You got one of those.
Shit happens, innit? Shit happens.
Drinkwater's got one of those.
Patrick Vieira never won a
Yeah,
Champions
imagine.
League.
Got 2 of those.
Did Vieira never win
Yeah.
a Champions League, did he?
I think he did.
Vieira.
Not
I
for
don't
us.
think Vieira ever won a
Doesn't matter. He
Champions
still won the Euros and World Cup.
Nah.
That's all the same.
He didn't even get a losers medal in 06. He was at
League. I don't
Juve
think
then,
Bergkamp
wasn't he?
did either.
Because he left
I'm
after
sure.
they won the FA Cup, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's peak, but hey, certain legends do, certain legends don't. It's calm. Is what it is.
Well, like Lukaku.
Yeah, Lukaku won it in 2012 with a gargantuan Chelsea. Yeah.
Lukaku.
I call him Lukaku personally, but it's cool. Is what it
I
is.
love
Is he not
Lukaku.
R9 anymore?
My respect for Lukaku
The
this week
hostage.
is
Yeah,
really, really
wait.
good.
Is he not? Is
He is
he
L9
Is he not R9?
Is he not R9 no more? What? Go on, fam.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
R9.
L9
Remember that?
until future reference.
King
That's
Romulus
West
back.
Ham, bro. What are you doing?
Man said
Free Lukaku.
one game against Pablo Mari and fucking Rob Holding clickbaited the entire Chelsea fan base and then thinking he's back. Different Lukaku, they said.
I mean, we will say he's had 8 shots on target this entire season and scored 5 goals. So it is a big service problem,
Wow.
if we're being honest.
But
Took him 4 months.
But that
to
wasn't
say.
the issue coming into the season, was it? Service wasn't the problem.
It wasn't at the start of the season, but there was still issues with it. He was just getting 1 or 2 chances and getting 1 or 2 goals.
Chelsea
Then
panicked
it's
with
just
Lukaku.
faded, and he's got
You
even
didn't
less.
need
than
Lukaku.
that. Oh no, we needed Lukaku. We
No, you
just
didn't.
needed a better creator
No, you
next to
didn't.
him.
Look at the
did.
look at the two best teams, right? Liverpool, Man City. They don't have strikers. They don't have a centre forward that scores goals. They have goal scorers from out wide outlets.
Yeah,
You need to
Rangers
invest
the
in
old
outlets,
Nine
not
have
centre
gone
forwards.
now.
No,
It doesn't make
Liverpool-
sense.
Liverpool have goal scoring forwards, so I hear that.
Yeah, so why don't you
Manchester
invest in
City-
that instead?
Manchester City just have world class creators. Even in spite of a lack of a goal scorer, they create so many good chances
Exactly.
where it's more impossible
They
to
should have
miss.
put more
They
away.
shared the goals out.
Jack
slow.
So you should copy that
Last
style.
season.
You don't have to change it. You don't need a centre forward. With Lukaku in the team,
No, but
you'll
we
score
don't
goals,
play.
but your
We
team will
don't
score
play
less
the
goals.
same system as them. They play an attacking 4-3-3. We play 5 at the back. It's a completely different system with completely different.
Yeah, but you can
positions.
still have 2 goal scoring number 10s from out wide and have a striker that accommodates both of those.
But they-
Yeah,
they-
I agree with that. I remember when we had the interview with Paul Scholes. One of the things he said that I did agree with was that we lack enough goal scorers or enough people that can actually score regular goals in the team. It's just Lukaku, and that's it. But even our creativity isn't good enough. So we should have got a creator with the goal scorer, but we didn't necessarily have either, to be honest.
Is there anyone you in particular you wanted though?
Bro. Come on.
Is there anyone
I
you wanted in
wanted
particular though, Lewis?
one of Chiesa, Rafinha. I'd even take Hazard back on a short-term loan just to plug the gap
Hazard?
for a little bit.
I said Rafinha's a shot. Hazard, I don't
Hazard's
agree
not really as injury-prone as you make him out to be
Hazard's a
this
similar
season.
situation to Coutinho, though. in a
Coutinho
way.
And he's
would be
still-
too.
if he's
Exactly
got-
right.
Yeah.
with. He's
Like,
worse than
and
Coutinho.
anywhere
He's worse than
near
Coutinho.
there.
Hazard's worse than Coutinho. I remember
Yeah,
him
he's
playing
worse
against
than
Chelsea
Coutinho.
last
but
year.
I'm
Oh, he was
saying,
awful.
no, I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not
That
saying
was
he isn't,
that
I'm
wasn't the
saying if you
Eden
get
we know,
back
but
to, like, a
Eden this
similar
season has been a baller.
level.
Has he?
Yeah, Eden's been great for Real Madrid this season.
Yeah, man, that
That's
impact
right.
sub, man.
He's had limited time, but he's come back
Impact
into the
sub.
team a lot more over
Yeah,
the
he has
last
played
few
well.
years.
That's what he's
And he's been making their most chances.
Facts, backing up Vinicius Junior because he's been on smoke this season.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
now
you've
they're
got
doing
enough creators in your
Vinicius
team.
on
You've
the
got
left and
Mason
Hazard
Mount,
on
you've
the
got
right.
right.
Hakim Ziyech. They're
Good
creators
enough.
out there.
Hakim Ziyech is like a phases player. Like I call him Hakim Fernandez
Phases player,
personally.
okay. I'm just
But-
surprised, with Chelsea. I hear a lot of your fans are complaining about injuries, but I was being told at the start of the year that you have the best squad in the league. It's looking great right now, isn't it?
Our depth was a bit of a false image.
Nah, I mean, Flawless was like, it's the best squad in the league. It's the best. Look how good it is.
Hey, if you're gonna
amazing.
imitate me,
It's
at
looking
least
great right now,
imitate me
isn't it?
right. Wait, Bhavss, we boys, but don't disrespect me like that. Imitate me correctly, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I can't imitate
Yes,
Cockney on my
I-
cooling accent, mate.
And what?
I can't do
Well,
it
just
right,
do-
but
That sounds Cockney. Just do better in it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
do Cockney,
That's
mate.
what
Cockney sounds better
Go
in my head, mate.
All right, cool. Run that. innit?
Typical Londoner. Everything is just London, and
Everything's
the
London,
rest is
mate.
Scotland,
Yeah, get to know.
France,
If you don't get to know, then-
Albania,
Run it back.
India.
Run it back.
Yeah, standard, innit?
Run it back.
Nah, man. But yeah.
Yeah, imitate me correctly.
Yo, Flawless, you changed your mind finally on Chelsea winning this league now.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
what happened to
once
that,
that happened, once that happened, what happened to Liverpool's quadruple? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
you want to
bro.
talk about
Yeah,
triple?
well, I don't care. Let's go to
let's
Liverpool.
go on to Liverpool.
Let's talk about that, innit? We can
Yo,
argue
I thought
that.
we
You know what I'm saying?
talked about
You
Liverpool
man were not
this
paying
year.
No, we had it. Let's talk about that.
I will go back.
Because
You
we're
love
Chelsea.
the attention anyway, so let's talk
Yeah.
about Liverpool.
We're Chelsea my favourites, absolutely. But I said if it's not Chelsea, it's City. I said you lot won't win it.
I said it was City all along, but yeah, we moved.
That's
Yeah.
City as well.
And they just annoy me because they're that good. Like, they piss me off.
The sword.
They annoy me like
mate.
Lewis
You were
annoys me
really
at times. It's like that. That's how much City annoy me. Yeah, and stop smiling. It's not fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? Go on, carry.
Running away from Arteta's tricky reds in the
Annoys
Carabao
me,
Cup
man.
as well.
City
I see
annoy
you
me,
lot.
man. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Babs, what was your thoughts on that anyway?
Oh, scaredy cat.
Did you
mate.
think that was fair or what?
They were too scared to come to the Emirates, mate. They don't want to pull up. I mean, that's not. It is not fair because they profited last year against Villa, and Villa did the same against Liverpool the year prior to that. So why is the rule changed for this one?
That's the thing I tried to put to Ryan, but I didn't get a response.
No,
And plus, I swear, like,
maybe-
most of the
maybe
players that have
something
played
like
during the
that,
Carabao
but-
Cup were available for these. The players they've been playing so far.
I think they've said apparently they changed the rules to say that from this stage in the competition you can postpone it. That being said, what a lot of people are arguing about is with these cups, there's actually no. It's not like the Premier League where you're only allowed 25 players. You can actually use any of your teams. So if you've got under 18s, you can use under 18s. So that's why people were complaining. But apparently the rules changed last year. And I think it's because, I said earlier, I think it's because there's a lot more time between these games and the final. So there is enough time to rearrange it and play it. So I think that's why they allow you to do it. But I think from an Arsenal point of view, they'd probably be pissed because you're going to do all your training going up into that game and then be told, oh, actually, it's not tomorrow. It just throws you off a little bit. So from an Arsenal point of view, it's annoying, but...
I think so. But it actually helps us out in a way. We first things first get this advantage of the second leg being at home, which helps all the time. And also Gabriel, for example, because we got the match tomorrow or on Sunday against the Forest, he'll serve a suspension then, and they'll be available for it against Liverpool on next week.
Now that's worked out for you still. I can't lie.
Yeah.
That is a fair compromise, to be fair.
It is, but it's just more the second leg is just a couple of days. He jams our schedule out then. That's just the annoying thing. But we'll accept it. We'll win the games. We'll fly.
Man thinks he's beating us over 2 legs.
We'll see.
We have
Over 2 legs, you know.
Oh, you are confident about
I'm
the
not saying.
quadruple, and now suddenly
I ain't
it's a
saying
treble.
much. I'm just saying we'll see
Yeah,
in
the
it.
quadruple's gone mad, innit?
Yeah, but
Imagine that turns into a
wait.
double and you get knocked out by Arteta.
That light switch
That's a
off,
highlight
yeah?
of 2021 right there.
You know what it is? Is that light? Is the quadruple light switch permanently off now? We turned out the lights. We cut the power, yeah? Is that what's going on?
That's off. That's off. Yeah.
So what's
Yeah,
on? Is it now? Is it the treble?
We got mudded by a shit team.
Cup
Imagine
treble,
that.
yeah, cup treble.
Is it the treble,
Shit
yeah?
team that's
Say it
injured
with
and
chest.
played against
Hey,
the
put him
Man
full
City
screen,
for
Lewis.
6
Put him full
Yeah.
screen, Lewis.
Yeah,
Put it
right.
out.
Full game in mind.
Yeah,
Let's
so
Well,
go.
you don't have to put
Let's
me
go.
full screen like now.
No,
Let's
He's gonna
screen,
buckle
here
on
we
This
go.
is what you
Yeah,
get
don't
for
use-
saying
look
shit
at
like
him.
Cup
quadruple,
treble,
bro.
here we go,
Yeah,
that's
this
it,
is your
that's it.
fault. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? You saying what?
Yo,
Say it
I
with your
know
chest,
the
fam. Say it with your
quadruple
titties
in
in
it,
it.
I made a mistake.
But look at the
I made
camera
a
when we're
mistake.
speaking
I
to you.
know.
Don't keep looking
I know.
side to
Look at the
side.
camera, I know, but you know what I'm saying? This guy under
I
pressure.
made
You
a
know? Look
mistake
at the
with the
goddamn
quadruple
camera.
in it.
Believe in your team.
I know. Back your sauce, you get what I'm saying, and that.
I'm
Jurgen
saying
Klopp,
cup
all this.
treble.
Can't even back Salah.
Wait, cup treble. What's the treble? Talk about it.
Champions League, FA Cup,
Champions.
League.
Oh my god.
Look at this guy, yo. Innit? Never do a crime with Ryan. He'd
What?
fold instantly.
But why you laughing at? Isn't that a realistic thing? Let's put all our eggs into the cup, innit? We're already pretty much
Let's
going to
go.
go into the final of the League Cup. FA Cup,
Alright.
we got a good chance, and we got a good chance in
Okay.
the Champions League.
All right, so you're saying treble, yeah?
Yeah, Cup treble.
100%.
Just because you lose one
Alright,
game
yeah.
against Leicester, Jesus.
And bottled a 2-goal lead to Chelsea, but we moved. Plus City a good team, innit? So yeah.
Yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
De Bruyne,
Yeah,
innit?
they're decent still, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can take me off full screen now if you want.
Cheaters, that's what they are.
Yeah.
I literally just clocked
If anybody's done it, not had an interview, that's what it's like.
Yo, you're right. Never do a crime with riot people. This guy would fold in the interrogation room so quick.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
sure,
That
man.
he would fold so
Bro, you're panicking, you're fiddling, you're looking left, right, and centre, bro. We get it. The body language right now ain't
guy
speaking
over there
confidence.
sweating, you know.
Did you hear that, Babs? He said he did said all that, and he still said he's going to beat you.
Oh, fair enough.
He still like, yeah, we're getting through to the final.
Yeah, we'll beat Arsenal. Over 2 legs.
Alright, do you win the
We'll
Do you win the
play
final
We'll
though?
beat
Do
Arsenal.
you win the
see.
final
We'll
though? Do you win the final round?
You know you have to win a trophy now. You're talking
Well, the
about
finals against
quadruple.
Chelsea, innit?
No, he's talking about trebles, Lewis. Get it right. The quadruple's gone. The treble switch is now on.
Cup treble,
Nah, it
yeah.
can't even be a double. Imagine
Nah,
you
it's
get
the
knocked
treble.
out by Arsenal in the semis. You can't hop on Shameless that week.
Either way, it's gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna be
When you
Chelsea.
guys get knocked out in the final by AC, it is
Can we talk
tricky.
about
Yeah, listen,
Premier
but
League and
maybe
League
for the
football,
second leg
because
we might have a new
there's nothing I've
striker
got
in
to
it.
talk
So
about, to be honest.
Why you
Talk about what?
Go on.
we might have a new striker for the second leg
That
against Liverpool.
Vlahovic. That guy.
Yeah,
from Fiorentina.
Vlahovic. Well, what's happening with Dusan Vlahovic?
It's looking like we're active in it. We're being proactive. We see a chance for top four. We see our top four rivals as vulnerable. Looking at you, United. And yeah, there's a chance here to take it. So Arsenal, they're sniffing Champions League and they're dropping the money and they're going, let's go for it.
I heard he wants Juve over you guys, though.
Nah, he doesn't. It doesn't want. It's not that he wants
You've
you.
got the money, have they?
There was a good report yesterday who said that his agent's holding out for who offers the most money for agent fees and contracts, which is normal in transfers, but it's frustrating, obviously.
I
So
want
you think your team's going to pull out the big bucks for him?
Well,
I
when
hope
David
not.
Ornstein says that Arsenal are the favourites, which he rarely ever says, and that Arsenal have the fee agreed and the salary agreed and all that type of stuff, and the club have signed a replacement yesterday, Christoph Biontek, it's all looking set, innit? It's all dominoes are all falling into place.
Tech, I ain't heard that name in a minute.
Yeah.
Remember, he used to be all over fucking FT in 2019. I wonder whatever happened with him. But yo, if you lot get him in January, I'd be very surprised with that because he's meant to be Fiorentina's key player and they're going to get rid of him mid-season.
They're not getting rid of him because they want to. It's because they need to. His contract expires the end of next summer, meaning come this summer, his value plummets. So they want high money for him. Arsenal are paying that now. Cool, we'll pay it.
What's
The
70
premium
million
for
we
the
talking?
price tag.
Yeah, price tag. Yeah.
It's pretty weird because we have a player on loan at Fiorentina. We're using him as a make weight. So it's like £45 million plus a player or something. It's not too expensive, to be honest, but this is the most they'll get for the player. So they, if anything, Fiorentina are offering him out, saying, listen, we want to sell him now to make the most money possible. Who wants him? Arsenal want him, cool. Now it's down to you to convince the agents of the player. Basically put the money on the table for the agent, you'll get the player.
But why do you think he won't go for as much in the summer?
Because his contract's less and less, isn't it? The more your contract
How long is
expires,
his contract?
expires at the end of next season. He'll have 1 year left. And when you have 1 year left, you drop like drastic the price. And especially for a player who's made it clear, I don't want to stay past my contract. So there's no way Fiorentina can go, we might extend his contract so you pay the money now. It's all transfer negotiations, but it's looking likely he leaves this window. It's just a matter of, just agents basically. I can't believe Spurs think they can sign him as well because they never put money on the table. They might be able to attract him with Conte, but if you don't put money on the table, how are you meant to sign players?
Every player that goes to Arsenal, Spurs are interested in at one point. I swear down, it's always the same thing. You ever notice the correlation? Nearly every player, even Aubameyang popped up a few months ago saying I was nearly going to go to Tottenham and then they ignored my calls.
Not Bologna.
Yeah.
Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu, yeah, he was going to go there.
Tomiyasu. They get the players we don't want in Emerson. We get the players we want in Tomiyasu. So it works out well for Arsenal normally.
Yo, that Emerson is rubbish, to be fair.
Start of the year, I was having so many arguments with people. Oh, Emerson's so good. Why he plays
No
for Spurs?
change
Okay.
there then.
Yeah, like 3 good weeks for Conte and then just turned into fucking.
I don't even think 3
20
good weeks.
Alonso at the
I
break.
think he had one decent game at the start of the season, and he said, "Oh, look at him. He's a bar."
He was so shit in that
Where did he
first
sign him?
leg.
Where did he sign him from?
He was at Betis for a year, then went to Barcelona and left the Spurs in the same window. I think Barca owned half his rights or something. It's really weird, but yeah, Barca just shipped him out straight away. They thought they had
Barcelona,
Serginho Dest,
you know.
and they're like, we don't.
Couldn't
want
even
him.
make it in the shit Barcelona team.
They sold him the same time they signed him. Like, you know, that's how it was about. But yeah,
What the
they
fuck?
wanted Spurs fans they were taking the mick out of Tomiyasu, and now they're like, oh, listen, this
That's
maybe
like
this
the
was the guy.
equivalent of like those connecting flights you take when you're trying to go to a further
Yeah.
destination. What the
Yeah.
fuck? That's
Typical Tottenham.
ridiculous. Well, speaking of strikers, like Jan, I heard you guys are now properly starting to focus on Erling Haaland. So what's the rumours on that saying? Because I heard Ornstein put out a few quotes about that too.
I mean, I want Haaland, but I can't see it. I think what's going to happen is we're going to go for him, and they're going to demand something we're not ready to pay, and then they'll back out. I just hope that we don't back out and go for Kane. Like, whatever we do, not Kane. Like, this is why I kind of wanted Vlahovic, because the thing is with him is he gives me like Edin Dzeko kind of vibes. I don't think he'll be a Sergio Aguero, but he'd be like an Edin Dzeko for us, which he was really key for us over the years. So someone like that would be better for me, just because I know we're going to go for Haaland.
And just because you've got a Kane agenda as well.
Yeah, but I don't want Kane, man. When you're talking about Haaland, Vlahovic, these guys who are flying, and then you want Harry Kane. The thing is, if we got
Kane got fucking bodied by Malang Sarr on Wednesday. I don't blame you.
Kane's getting service from bloody Lucas
You know what it
Moura.
You know what
we need to
I
talk
don't want
about
to hear none of that. Sarr's been horrific
Kane's
this season,
getting
and you put
service
Kane
from
in his
Lucas
pocket.
Moura. There's
I don't want to
also-
hear
Sarr's been
it.
horrific.
It was
really.
Sarr's had a
Oh, yeah.
horrendous season, and then
It
he
was
popped
Sarr.
up with that amazing performance against Spurs in the first leg, and I didn't see Kane all match.
Sarr,
After
and
7
it was
years
the-
of consistent goal scoring.
It was the side. It was Sarr and Alonso, and Kane was on that side. Man got pocketed
Yeah.
by both of them. Just point that
Sarr
out.
and left back Alonso, not even
Maybe.
left wing back. Left
Hey,
back
is this
Alonso.
your king, Ryan? Yeah,
No, he's
is this your
probably
king?
that Bon Lucas Moura, honestly.
Is this
like,
your king? Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to hear.
It's your
No, you
king.
ain't switching this on Lucas Moura. We ain't hearing this,
so
man.
It's your
shit,
king, yeah?
Lucas Moura,
150
man.
million
Man,
pounds
Lucas
striker,
Moura-
yeah?
Kane's
Yeah.
invisible.
to be honest.
Lucas Moura's fucking shit.
Look at this guy.
Josh,
Ryan.
let's be real. Sarr's been poor
Lucas,
this
it
season.
pisses me off. People overhype Lucas Moura, rival fans especially, for some weird reason. He lives off one
You
half away
overhype
to
Harry
Ajax in his
Kane.
career. He lives
Oh, wait,
off
hold up,
45
hold up,
minutes
hold
away
up,
to
hold up.
Ajax. Like,
People hype Lucas Moura.
right, I've heard some
Do they?
rival fans hype him up. He's
When?
shit.
He's
Twitter
yeah.
and stuff,
He's
innit?
the
When do I
best
see Moura prop?
Bro, Son's
Yeah,
overrated.
I've
Speak in the
I've
comments,
never
Son's
seen a more.
overrated
I've never
as
seen a
well.
Moura Avi as well. I've never
Son's
seen a
not
Moura Avi on
overrated.
Twitter.
You
I've
never
never
see
seen a
Moura
Moura
accounts.
I've never seen a Moura account. I've never seen
Kane's
we want
clever,
more of
Son's
Moura.
very
That's never
clever.
happened. I swear that.
Yeah, but that's not
never
the
happened.
argument, bro. We talk about Mora.
That's not the argument,
Yeah,
bro. We're
Moura's
just
a
trying to
bomber.
switch. Shut the
You're
fuck
blaming
up.
it on
Yeah,
Lucas
Moura
himself.
over
Nah,
Kane.
Kane
Yeah,
couldn't do
respect for
nothing
that,
when
yeah.
he was on the ball. I see him trying to beat plays to get the ball intercepted every time.
Your king got pocketed by Malang Sarr, man. You know what I mean? Speak on it, man. Is this your king?
Man sounds like a Malaysian dish.
Fam, your Ronaldo got pocketed by Norwich defender.
Hey,
a few
he
weeks
did,
ago.
but this
So
ain't
what
about
is
this. I'm not saying Ronaldo's world class. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want a penalty that won us the game, but here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
some
off that game. what we
weirdo
do.
pulled him down in the
It
box.
is what it
innit?
is. It happens, innit? You know what I mean? Kane couldn't make Sarr do that. Here we are. This is your king, innit? This is the guy who's the best striker
When
in the
he's
league.
getting no
Talk about it.
service. He got no
And so-
service.
And
Son
Ronaldo's
and
getting
Moura
service
playing
at
like
United, yeah?
dickheads around him.
Wait. And Ronaldo's getting loads of service at United, yeah?
Well,
Oh,
more than
yeah.
Kane.
Silent now with it.
Well,
You know what I'm
maybe
saying?
not,
Yeah.
actually, but
Yeah. Mic drop in
I
it.
mean, forgetting that Kane's actually being in a bit of form recently.
Mic drop in it. You know what I'm saying?
Kane's been a
Man,
bit of
just
form.
say-
What are you on about?
Recently, he's been a
What
in
are
a
you
bit of
actually
form.
on about in the last 30
Woo!
seconds?
He scored against
He
Crystal
was Tottenham's
Palace.
best player against us.
Yeah, that's one game, bruv.
It's one game out of like
And he
20.
And look where he is. We're
That's
halfway
more
through the
talking
season
about
now.
you
You
lot.
have to
I
look
didn't know.
where
I
he
don't
is.
know.
He's
That's what I'm
beat
talking about.
top
Ronaldo
five
He played
strikers
against
in the
Real
league,
Madrid.
and
What
he's
do you
not.
expect? Was he not playing?
I
Was
didn't see
Matip playing
Ronaldo
that game?
perform against Liverpool this season.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think
It's not the
you don't
point.
need-
We're
you
talking
don't
about
need
we're
Kane,
talking about Kane.
because
Yes,
this
I don't know
game-
why. I don't know why you
He's
keep
the
bringing
top
it back
five
to
strikers.
Ronaldo.
Anytime
in the
I can't
season.
believe
Yeah,
people.
clear-
I
No.
don't understand why you
Yeah,
keep bringing it to Ronaldo and you talking like he gets great service as well.
I
You don't
can't
get
believe
great
that
service.
people are actually doubting Kane and slandering him after a few bad months when he's had 7
It's not.
previous
Few bad
years
months
of
is half a
consistent
season,
goal
fam.
scoring.
Few
Half
bad
the
months.
season.
It's been the entire
Half the
season.
season now.
Few bad months.
How,
It happens.
how many goals has he
No.
got? Has he got?
No, he doesn't.
Not supposed to. No,
Are
he
we
doesn't.
forgetting
doesn't.
that he got like
No.
20 odd
Aguero
goals
never
in
had
nearly
it, and we're
20
comparing him to
assists?
that level. Aguero never had it, even when he was injured. And Harry Kane's been playing.
Yeah, Benzema been balling
No one
out.
cares about
Lewandowski
Aguero
been balling
anymore.
out. You know what I'm saying? I do. Let's not do that. Now he's not
Spurs
saying
one of the
you
best
care.
Well,
ones.
care about
Best
Aguero.
players in the league.
Aguero,
Best
but you
strikers
rate-
in the league.
I care about that Champions League bottle job.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
best.
Hey, don't talk about
He's getting
Champions League
emotional
bottle
now,
top.
but we're getting under that.
Hated
Let's
it.
keep going. Let's keep
Hated
digging.
it.
Let's keep digging.
You know,
What
are you doing, bro?
Reece James.
man talking about Champions League bottle job with Kane. This guy is notoriously ghosting big games for Spurs. I've seen Spurs fans talking about this.
Have you seen his record?
Turn up in the
against big teams? It's
semi-final.
not that bad.
I've seen
He's
it in
goals against
semi-finals
big
and
teams.
finals. It's awful. You know what I'm
Spurs
saying?
literally
Kane's
went
been
through the
missing as
quarters
well.
No, there's a
and
difference
got
between
through the
Tottenham
semis
and Man City
without
as well.
Harry Kane. They brought Harry Kane in for the final and conceded a penalty in 30 seconds.
There we go.
That
That's
wasn't
the
even
Kane
a
talking
penalty,
about
to be
Champions
fair.
League
That
bottle
wasn't
job. How
even
many
a penalty.
knockout goals has he got? 4?
Wait, so you disputing that
Tottenham,
Champions League win
Is
as
it
well
four?
now?
Hey, this is the same.
Tottenham.
This is
No
the
way
same.
you're
that you say-
disputing your Champions League trophy just to big up Kane. What are you doing?
Let's
Bro,
not-
everyone
let's-
knows
this-
that
this-
weren't a
wait.
penalty.
That was
This
a
is the-
pen. What are you
This is the
doing?
same. We
Wasn't
talk
a
about
pen.
Champions League. This guy
Come
failed
on,
in the
man, he
Europa
was calling a
Conference League.
taxi.
Yeah.
This guy failed in the European Conference League. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. This guy failed against a team where the
He's
manager
scored-
was
nah,
in
he's-
jail
He's
The
got quite a
manager
few
was
goals
in
the
jail.
Champions League.
and he couldn't score.
No,
And
he's
it's
got a few
Dynamo
goals in the
It
Zagreb.
wasn't even an
No,
AC
how many- I'm
penitentiary.
checking
It's
how
an
many
actual
Conference League
jail.
goals he's
It's
scored this
actual
season.
jail. It's not no fictional jail. It was a real jail.
And I can't
He's-
lie,
like I said,
Conference
he's
League
having a
goals
few
cannot
bad
be what
ones.
you used to
His
pick him
mind's
up.
been elsewhere in it. It happens.
Well, it
He's only
shows you.
human at
He's
the end
just
of the
Mind-
day.
been smashed it in the
elsewhere.
conference, and he wasn't even doing
Is he
that.
a
His
girl?
mind's been
You know what I'm
elsewhere
saying?
because he didn't
His
get his
mind's
city
been
moved.
elsewhere.
So obviously, he's a
His
human
mind's
being.
been
how he's
elsewhere.
playing.
Jesus Christ! Sound like a
It's not like
sound like
you've been
you're
in
just
a
about to
relationship.
break up with your girl. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
mine's been
serious.
elsewhere.
Oh, my mind's been
Oh, he's a
elsewhere.
human
Fucking
being.
get on
He
with
didn't
it.
get moved
I was
to
saying,
a
oh, he's a
irrelevant
human
club,
being.
innit? Like, come
Oh.
on. Man
Wait,
wants
a
to win
City club you
trophies
don't
and
rate?
he's not getting his move. Obviously, he's going to be
Wait.
unhappy.
Well,
he's gonna go-
Yeah, but you need to put in the performances. Bernardo Silva's done it.
For Salah.
Oh,
I'm
my
sure you'll be fine.
Bernardo Silva's done it.
Yeah.
Man said he's got a lot of things on his mind. Joe.
Man,
Is this loose women?
Hang
What
on.
are we
In the
doing?
Conference League this
Is this
season,
loose
Kane scored
women?
6 goals in 5 games.
Is this
He
Jeremy
scored 6
Kyle?
goals
What
in
is
5
going
games in the
on?
Conference League. Put some respect in him.
Man said he's got a lot on his mind. Hollyoaks. What is going
He's got one job: foot
He's got
goal.
I know.
He's got one
Football
job,
goal.
Joe. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, you man saying he did.
Oh my god.
No, you man saying he didn't perform in the Conference League. Man's got 6 goals in 5
He
games in the
hasn't.
Conference
He
League.
hasn't.
Oh my
He
god.
hasn't
Probably the best
performed in the
Conference League
Conference League.
striker
Woo!
of all
Harry
time.
Kane scored in the Conference League.
He's the
Man
best
said-
Conference League striker of all
Oh
time.
my
Put some respect
Oh
in
my
him.
What number score is he at the moment?
Aguero
in the Prem?
did
Oh
that.
my god,
they
no,
was-
a hat-trick against Mura. Woo! Come
No,
on, man. What are
Always
you
chip
doing?
away
Them lot
though.
were going out. Let's not get mistaken. They were going out of the Conference League and that. They were third.
Yeah, they
you
had
know
to
what I'm saying?
forfeit.
And that. They were going out before the forfeit. You know what I'm saying? They was
I can't
third
believe the
before
slander
the
Kane's
forfeit.
getting, you know, it's disgusting.
I can't believe
It
you said
just
he's got a lot of
getting
things on his
whipped
mind.
about by Tammy Abraham.
Bro, imagine you're
He's
at
got a
a
lot
club
of
that's
things
won
on
no
his
trophies,
mind.
yeah? You're
He
approaching,
has
you're
one
in your
job.
prime
How's he
years.
got less
You're in your
goals
prime
than
years.
Maxwell
You didn't get a
Cornet?
move to a team that notoriously
Prem.
wins trophies, yeah, now. Obviously, your man's not going to be there, and you're under Nuno Espirito Santo.
Why are
Like,
you
come
making
on, allow
excuses?
it.
Just say he's shit, bro. Why are you trying to
Ryan, he
justify
had a
this?
chance. He had a
He's been
chance.
shit this
to beat
season.
Chelsea.
That's
Oh
the
my god.
It was a weakened Chelsea team. He had a chance to go and at
Oh,
least.
you're acting like the Tottenham team was good.
I was playing against Malang Sarr, you know.
No, but the thing is, there's other teams like Leicester that came up against Chelsea and came home with the trophy. So there's no reason why he has to go
What
hit
did
it.
Vardy do in that final? It was only because of a Tielemans shot.
Yeah, we won,
What
fam.
did Vardy did nothing
He
in that
won.
final.
And also, he was injured and he still won. What's your excuse? He
He
was injured and he still won the trophy. What is your
Man's-
excuse?
You know, his Vardy didn't have a lot of things on his mind. That's what it is, Neil.
Yeah.
Vardy had a clear mind, didn't it?
Kane was lost out on a mid-city move. Obviously, his man's not going to be there.
He had a lot of things on his mind. You know.
Countless.
He had.
That's
I'm
the
not
idiot
getting
man
into
talking
that.
about now.
being
Man's
raided.
getting offside
We are not
goals
bypassing
disallowed like
that.
a toenail
We are not
offside as well,
bypassing
like.
that. Man said he had a lot of things on his mind.
Yo, what's the argument about now?
He was denied a
We're
perfect
just,
goal
we're just,
against
we're just
Arsenal.
pissing on Ryan at this
Like
point, to be
a
honest.
fingernail offside.
Why?
like,
What's he done?
he's
What's he
just
said?
not had the look.
He's just
He's
banging
right
on
now.
about
This is
Harry
your boy,
Kane
you
a
know,
lot of things on his
Conference
mind,
League
so that's
goals.
why he's not scoring.
He's got things.
He's using Conference League
When
goals to
I
pick
one
up
of our
Harry Kane.
players as a rough patch. I'm using that, you know. He's got
Yeah.
that tag, you know.
He's got a lot of things on his mind.
Especially when De Bruyne. Oh, you've got to remember that for De Bruyne. Clip this when he gets De Bruyne. And you
Yeah,
play
he's
that.
too busy thinking of what he's going to eat tonight for dinner, mate. That's what it is. I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
He's
Gabriel's
just-
got
he's got
McDonald's or
translated
Burger
in his
King
head
on
from
Which one he's
Flemish
gonna
to
eat?
English.
That's what he's got.
Don't hate on
Tell
De
me about
Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
Oh my god,
I
he's
hate
got
on
a
De
lot of
Bruyne
things on
whenever
his
I
mind.
want. Like you hate on Kane unnecessarily. I'll hate on De Bruyne.
Harry Kane is shit.
Yeah, but Kane's
Ron
awful
is
right now.
actually good.
He's not good.
Harry
Kane is
Kane-
not
Kane-
good.
Kane is
Harry
really
Kane
bad.
shit. Harry Kane's
Even
world
Spurs
class.
fans were booing him at the start of the season. Like even
Yeah,
after he
Because
said
he
he's staying,
wanted to go.
He's not even working. He's not
wanted
even
to
doing
go.
the
he's
hard
not even
work
working.
on the
Bro.
ball.
Why do Spurs want to sign Vlahovic? Because they want to replace Kane. That's why.
And that'd be an upgrade.
Nice. What
So
the-
it's
Exactly,
not-
it would be.
Kane's
Kane is
out.
awful.
Kane's
Bloody
out.
hell.
Who did
If
you
we
sign?
let them
Troy
get
Parrott.
Vlahovic and we get Harry Kane, we
I'd
have
rather have CR Kelly, mate.
been
Then you'll win everything, Jan.
robbed blind, mate. The thing is, right, we've got options. We either buy Harry Kane, Harry Kane comes in, he may or may not perform, we don't know. We've seen him perform
Oh
and
my
we've
God,
seen
you
him
man
not
actually
perform.
don't think he's going to score
It's
goals
not
at
Harry
City?
Kane.
My
Then
goodness.
he comes
Nah,
in.
anybody score. I think you score goals at Manchester City,
You're
Ryan.
telling me
That's nothing.
the most
I think
clinical striker in the Premier
Aubameyang scores
League
goals
isn't
at
scoring
Manchester
goals
City.
at
I
Man
think you score
City.
goals. I think you are. I think you would,
John
Ryan. If they
Stones.
put you in that team,
Someone
I
say the
would
most
think
clinical
goals.
striker in the Premier League.
Don't bring
Yeah,
up
not
the
that
picture of Lukaku. Please don't bring a
I
picture.
don't
of
think so,
Lukaku.
mate. He's been Vernon.
Yeah, serious. Oh, the guy that wants out.
Who
Free
made
Lukaku, innit?
Yeah, the guy who wants out.
Yeah, man.
And
His mind's on Inter
No,
Milan,
no,
by
he
the way,
don't want
Lukaku.
out. He
He's got a lot of
apologised,
things on his
didn't
mind.
he?
He wants
There's-
out. Yeah, that bullshit
Throw the
apology
gun
and
to
that.
his head out of
Just,
shot
yeah.
like this.
It's like the Kane apology and that.
That was
You know
such
what?
a PR apology, man. I didn't
Oh,
want
it
to
is
be
good.
honest.
You know what it is, though?
Abramovich is standing there with a shotgun
You
round the
guys
corner.
are offended by what
It just shows the Chelsea number 9 curse
Literally.
continues,
You know what
and
it
it
is
will
with
never
this, man?
disappear.
You know what it is with Lukaku, man?
No,
has a lot
because
of
he
things in his
bags
mind.
goals. We
He
just
has a lot
don't
of
make
things in
for
his
him.
mind.
You know,
That's
he
why
had bad
behind
goals.
him.
He had
He had
his
a-
goal
nah,
drop
he
for
had
like
Inter
2
on his
months
mind.
before he scored like a
Yeah,
few
man,
weeks
he had a
ago.
He
lot
was
on his mind.
injured for like a month of it.
He had a lot
Maybe
on his mind.
4.
I swear he went from like scoring against Villa to waiting until Villa again to score. Am I right in
Yeah,
saying?
he did. In the league.
Oh
yeah.
my god, he had to wait a whole half a season to score again.
Now, he was injured since
Oh,
mid-October
injured.
and then came
Yeah, but he
back
goes for
around
goal drought.
December.
He does.
So a lot of that was injured. But yeah, it is a bit of a peak stat.
He's
It
alright.
is what it is. I can't really give Lukaku too much prop until he starts bagging goals. But still, I'll call him the
Until he
most
issues a
clinical player in the
proper
Premier League
apology.
right now. Big up.
That's
That
what
was
he
one
said
or
to
two
Chelsea
times.
fans. That.
Well, that actually isn't Lukaku.
Ah,
It's
you're a
Smith Rowe,
dickhead,
technically.
Ryan. You're a dickhead. Daniel says Kane is still in Rudiger and Sar's pocket. Yeah, you won't see him until the second leg, and then you won't see him after that either because he's.
Can we
still
talk
getting-
about that
Rudiger
Spurs
was
performance,
bad,
by
man.
the way? That was
was
hilarious. That second goal.
Yeah, it
They
was
were
bad, it was-
horrific.
Oh,
You know
they
what?
were-
One of
have
them
some,
goals was actually
allergy
a
to
goal
semi-finals.
in one match.
Oh, look,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Kane
exactly.
again,
I'm
probably.
watching the game. I'm expecting more from them. Chelsea, Spurs. You're like, all right, Spurs are going
Spurs are in a bit of a trouble now because they've got Son out for an entire month, meaning he misses a reverse leg, game against Arsenal and a game against another big team. I forgot who they're playing. They got some, Leicester as well. I think they're playing. So
Yeah, 19th.
yeah, they've got some hard games coming up, and now without Son, just Kane
Not
on his
us,
own.
though.
Kane got carried him, man. He used to clear his
You know what
mind
I
and
mean?
deal with it.
It's gonna be a
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
a. But now looking
at
at Spurs now, looking at that performance, I mean, it's obviously a one-off performance. It can change a lot after a couple of weeks. But what do you guys make of this top 4 race now? Is it just is there still a clear favourite? And if so, who is this team?
There's no clear
No,
favourite.
I'm excited for the top 4 race because I'm not sure. It could be Arsenal, could be Spurs, could be Man United, but I think Arsenal are now peeking into the driving seat a little bit.
No.
I think in terms of style of play, we've probably got the more clear. Because we've had the manager for the longest, so you'd expect our style of play to be
2 years, right?
a little more clear. Yeah, 2 years,
It's
more clear and
between
precise.
West Ham- it's definitely
And I
between
wanted
West
to see
Ham.
how you guys play against
150
big
mil,
teams
no,
too.
man.
And
in terms of clear
in
style.
Yeah,
spite of
exactly,
the loss
yeah.
against Man City, like you lot played excellently against them.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
shouldn't have even been a
Oh,
loss.
you-
It's a good thing that
Brilliant,
most of our
for
big
sure.
games are now at home for the second half of the season. So
How much have we
Liverpool's at
spent under
home.
Arteta?
Sorry?
250 mil?
Except for Chelsea.
How much have we spent under Arteta? I think
250 mil?
we spent 70 in his first full window. Partey, Gabriel, Willian. Yeah, it was 70 mil, I think, or 60 mil.
And
And
150.
the last window was 150.
Yeah, so 220.
200
220.
mil, yeah. We needed the money to spend. We weren't spending enough prior to that, so we've spent money, but we've spent it wisely. Because remember last summer, everyone was saying, even me, have we improved our team? What's Ramsdale going to do? What's White's going to do? What's Tomiyasu going to do? They've come in and they've become starters. They've improved our first team.
No, we
They've
can't
laid,
give you props,
they've
but still,
yeah, they've increased the level. They've raised the floor for Arsenal. We're now a team that is not seen as 9th place.
Yeah, that's right. You're in a genuine top 4 race, which I didn't expect at all at the beginning of the season. So we got to give you credit.
No one
for that,
did. So
Agreed.
it is what it is. I
But
think you have to
the
give credit
state
to
of the
Arteta
Premier
for that,
League
but
this
still a
year
long way
has
to go.
been bad.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
State of the
Concept
Premier League.
before.
I mean,
But
how are
Arsenal
Man
can
United
do what they
Look,
can, really.
I would agree with that.
awful?
But then you go look at
it's
Man
nothing
City
against
versus Arsenal.
because Arsenal been
Go for
great, but the standard of like, for example, Tottenham have fallen off, Man
It's
United have
abysmal.
fallen off quite massively.
Yo, the
There's,
fact that
Leicester
Brighton have
fallen
won-
off massively
Brighton
as
have
well.
won
Brighton
one
won
game in
6
3 months
games
and
in
then
the whole
9.
season and
Yeah.
then 9.
They've won one game in 3 months
They've
and
drawn
then
quite
9.
a few in that
It's
It's
Premier
mad.
Yeah, but still, that's
Still,
terrible. You should. There's
yeah,
no
it's
way that
bad,
you should
it's
win
bad.
one game
Premier
in 3
League.
months.
This
and be
is
in
the
top five.
effect of Pep Guardiola. If you notice this, right, ever since he's come into the league and he started winning titles, the top
Yeah,
four,
Pep,
to
man.
get top four, the points have gone down and down and down. So
Yeah, but that's
back
just
in the
one
day, you'd have to
team,
have like
really.
75. Under Wenger, right, in his second last year, we got 75 points, finished 5th. 75 points in the last 2 years get you 3rd comfortably.
Yeah, it does. It does.
To an extent,
69
Second, I
points
think,
got
last
last
year.
I
season.
still believe that what you're saying there is valid, but I still do believe the level of the I've said this outside of the top 3, the level of this league.
It's
is
weird
not
because
good.
some
think the Prem
of
is always
the
my
professionals
fault,
are saying nowadays that it's gone higher, and
I
it's
disagree
weird.
wholeheartedly.
It's gone lower.
I think compared to like the teams now that can
It
actually
has.
play a good game, I think it's increased now. Back
I
in the
think so.
day,
Well,
you'd
yeah,
have
but-
5 teams that are 3 teams that are really good, and the rest that would be meh. Now you've got like teams like
Mid-tip.
Villa that are getting Coutinho, right? Where was that happening 5-10 years ago?
That is to an extent, yeah, but we don't know. Obviously, with Coutinho, that's type of signing where you can potentially elevate a club is a
It's like
one.
an
The
Everton
rest of the
getting
team,
Hammers last
the rest of
season.
yeah. Like the rest of the teams are met, including mine. The fact that we are still in the top 4 race is ridiculous. Let's say we're 4 points behind Arsenal with a game in hand. Let's say we lose that game. We're still 4 points off Arsenal with 18 games to go. That should not happen. We should not be in a top 4 race considering the season we've had.
Wolves
That's
are
how
8th,
bad the league
and
is.
they've scored 14 goals.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Arsenal.
Wait, hold on,
goals
wait.
all
Sorry,
season.
Yeah, they scored, no, they haven't scored 40. I think they scored more than that, surely.
1-4
No, but their defensive record
in the Premier League only. I'll
Forget
bring
that.
the
They've
table.
scored 14 goals in how many games? 18.
20, yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
like
I'll bring
14
it. Have a look
and
there.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
they don't concede goals, innit?
Yeah, they
That's
don't
the
concede
point.
goals,
Yeah,
but
but
that
they don't
shouldn't.
score goals, bruv.
Yeah, don't score.
They don't
You shouldn't
score.
be.
See, you
at
look at the
that
table
level.
there, right? Arsenal have lost 7 games. We're set 4th.
Yeah,
We've lost 7 games.
7
this year.
games and they're
7 out of
4th.
20.
I mean, 7 games is a lot of games we've lost here.
Yes.
So it's not. You're right. The league, but I think it's less because the league's worse in quality, more because the other teams are better. So you're losing more games then. And the
also-
teams that are fighting for the top 4 aren't
I
as good
think
as the
it's
likes of
bro, I think it's
City and
terrible.
Liverpool's.
I disagree. I think if there was a
disagree
4th
as
team
well.
that was clear, if one, whether it was Arsenal, West Ham, Spurs, United, put it together and became clear, like they'd click and blow this. Like this top 4 race would be non-existent.
Well, this is
You
what
know
it's
the
about.
time
This is
when-
why Arsenal are being proactive in this window. They're seeing an
That's right.
opportunity to pull clear,
Look
and they're
at
going to
even
spend the
goal,
money.
look at even
Hopefully.
the goal differences in that. You've got what outside of the top
Yeah,
3,
it's
you've got 2
terrible
teams
goal.
with +5.
Yeah.
They have more than
Arsenal had a
+5.
minus for a long time.
Well,
That's
you
what I'm
know when
saying.
the Prem was at
We got +3.
The time when the quality of the Prem was very, very high was when you over 10 years ago when you had the original top 4 around United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. You had that original top 4, which would just get into semi-finals, finals, the Champions League regularly over those years, around 08, 07 times, all those. And then below that, you had a good Everton side under David Moyes, a City side on the rise, decent Tottenham side. Like you had decent sides under that as well, a decent Villa side as well, who had some good players. Like that was when I think the league quality of the league was high, in my opinion.
I
This
can't
is
believe
The
shit.
thing is, there's
Sorry to cut you
still
off. I
decent
can't-
teams here at the moment. Manchester United, if they sort themselves out, can be a
Yeah.
deep. Like they can be
But
up
no,
there.
but that's the
Tottenham,
thing is,
if
that's
Do you know
why
what?
I said
I've got past
That's
that
why-
now.
Look at the likes of Wolverhampton. If they can sort it out, if we can sort it out, then we're up there as
How are you
well. Do
10th?
you know what I mean?
This is what
There
I'm
are
saying,
a
the
few
season
teams that
just
are
had-
not firing
Yeah.
that potentially.
You know what, with
could be
United
there.
though,
If you
right?
think they're taking points
Amazing.
off the top 6 more often than I think before. So when you're talking about Ryan, they used to run away with it a lot more against. Oh, we can get 3
Yeah.
points. Now I think each team is winning, yes, but they're not winning as many as they used to in your era that you're talking about, Ryan.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is though, right? You talk about beating the teams below us. Arsenal are the best in the league in that. Like that's why we are where we are. We haven't beaten the big teams this year, so if we can now bridge the gap to the bigger teams, like we did against City, for example,
Yeah.
that there is an example of a team that will fly past the rest of the top 4 because they're beating the team that we should be beating, whereas United aren't. And that's how you get top 4. That's how Wenger used to always get top 4. He'd always beat the teams below him. He'd always do that, and then he'd have the couple teams above him that would always out tactically outclass him.
Cardiff Wolves have only scored 14 goals. That is mad.
Yeah, 14 goals, bro, and they're
14 goals.
they're eighth
19
Oh
games.
my gosh.
in
Yeah, but
19
that-
games.
Yeah,
14
tight
goals.
defense
and
is
eight.
good.
Remember, at the start of the season, they were doing everything but scoring.
Scoring, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Well,
that's testament to
Yeah,
the
they
league.
hate.
Operation
There's no,
Traore.
there's no way.
Yeah, but
There's no
look,
way
I'd
after
say up
19
to
games you
13th,
should-
right? 13th, 14th in that table, right? There's teams that will give you a hard game, and they're sitting bottom half of the
100%.
table. Like Aston Villa are a good team,
100%.
Southampton are a good team, Brentford
Yeah.
are a good team. They'll
Brentford.
call, as in they'll play good
Southampton
styles of
shouldn't be
football, and they'll
giving
hurt
any
you,
of the top
but they're
sides a
losing
hard
games.
game, though, really.
You know what I mean, even go to the bottom 3, right, or bottom 4. Watford have caused some teams issues. I mean, Spurs it took them to the
For a
96th minute
for a
to score.
while, I
United,
think
they
that-
beat United. Even Chelsea
Yeah.
was struggling to
Yeah,
an extent
everyone's
against them.
beating United though.
Lost.
Bro,
But
that's
even
Team of
Newcastle,
Ghana.
you look at Newcastle for example, right? That game against United, they should have won that.
42 goals.
Oh
Are you mad?
boy.
They
Yeah.
conceded
I'll say
42.
Yeah,
that.
their defense is awful.
Newcastle will pull clear, man. The signings they're making are too good not to pull clear.
Who these?
Yeah,
So they've got
Newcastle-
Trippier.
One
who else?
signing, that's
Wait,
Kieran
wait.
Trippier, bro.
Yeah.
And
They
he's
got
got anyone
Trippier.
else?
They're
that great.
pushing for Sven Botman as well. Top centre back from Lille.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a
I
really
heard
good centre back
Tagliafico.
if they can get it over the line.
They need a bit more goals, but I think defensively, I think Eddie Howe's a good coach. They'll get him past. They're playing some good football now, and they've got some quality as well. But
Yeah. But
Is
apart
it
from
good enough to
Norwich,
stay up?
there are.
Is Kieran Trippier at the moment good enough to stay up? And I don't
Yeah,
think it is.
yeah, I think
Not
he is.
just
Yeah,
him
he
by
provides
himself.
creativity.
He's
He
in a-
provides great
it's a
creativity
good
going forward for
start.
them
He's
as
a
well.
step in the right direction, but
Yeah, but
him
the
alone.
issue-
No.
Good squad.
The issue at the moment with Newcastle is defense. The attack is actually quite good. Callum Wilson's decent.
Yeah.
Sam Maximan's all right. I think what's it called? In the number 10, what's his name? Joe Linton. He's doing
Joe
okay.
Linton.
They've
Well,
got
Linton's doing
decent
bits at
players.
the
It's
moment,
defense
yeah.
where they really need to struggle. And I think Trippier is a good signing for them, but is it the signing that they need right now?
Botman will be,
Probably
though.
not. But it's a good upgrade over what they have.
Yeah,
They
Trippier,
need
definitely.
decent centre backs to stay up, and I think that's what they're pushing for. If they get Botman, I'd agree with you. But Botman paired with who? Because the standard at Newcastle at the moment is terrible. Even fans that like Newcastle fans that like Lascelles, even they've turned on him and go, he's
Yeah,
terrible.
but sometimes in
But they will
defense, right,
automatically concede
a coach
less
can
goals.
a coach is able to coach a defense when you have one good defender next to him. I think we see with Arteta when he brought in Mustafi and he had Luiz. Luiz is, for what he is, he's still a good defender. So he was able to get the best out of Mustafi. So sometimes you just need a one player at the start to base the rest of the defense off, to lead that defense when the going gets tough. So I think Newcastle will be fine.
Except for Rafa Varane.
Yeah. To be fair, I
That's
do believe that
leaving your
Christensen is
team, bro,
Newcastle
innit?
level. You know what I mean? I don't think get Christensen out of there, mate. You try free
he's
Christensen
leaving.
out of Chelsea, mate. Like
What do you mean
Lukaku, free my guy
Christensen?
Lukaku,
You got
free
a bad back,
Christensen,
man.
right?
You got a bad back.
Tuchel
Allow
Ban has
him.
got them under control, mate. I'm not a fan
He's got
of
a
this,
lot of
mate.
things on his mind.
Yeah, he got a lot of things on his mind. He's got a bad back.
You
That's
must
why
be
he's
mad.
not
They're
doing
both resigning. Well,
Is he not going
Lukaku
Barcelona?
don't need to resign.
Hey,
No,
Lewis, what would your
that's
reaction
not
be
confirmed yet.
if
That's not
Christensen signed for like a
confirmed
rival team? What would you like
Nah.
say? Like I'm talking rival in the Premier League.
yet. So it's not
You cut
happening.
no ties. No, but if it happens, isn't it? Where you cut no ties. Imagine he's like wearing a Spurs shirt under Conte.
Come on, like you ain't stupid. Like, come on, let's do something realistic.
No,
Say
but in the back,
something
you know,
like
back three
maybe
tax on
Man
the Conte
City,
as well.
because I know Guardiola's always had the hots for Christensen. Apparently, he's been trying to chirps him up every single time they play. Yeah, I've heard rumors that every time City play Chelsea, Guardiola's trying to chat to Christensen about what's
Where
going.
have you heard these rumors from? Who is your source?
Oh, it was something I saw like a year back or something. You know when you hear a quote, you know when you hear a quote from like way back, but I don't remember what the quote was.
Oh, so no
So
reference.
you don't
just,
have to believe it's
vibes.
real or not. It's just something I recall. I'm not in the know if anybody's asking. But yeah, I could see him go to Manchester City. I think he'd fit them like a glove. Liverpool as well. He'd better any team in the league. I'm being dead ass serious. So, God willing,
I mean, he could be a good backup for Ben White. And
First
Arsenal.
team,
Just so
backup,
you
I
know,
agree, but a first team player.
If he does go to any of our teams,
As a first team
I speak-
player.
I speak for anyone in this panel. We're taking over that penitentiary, like 110. Wherever he goes, we take
And
it over.
Lewis
the
is
Yeah,
gonna
but he'd have to
stay
start
permanently.
here. He wouldn't. I don't think he'd start elsewhere.
Nah.
I
Nah,
think
he starts. No, he starts. He
You don't
starts
start
for
for
us.
City.
He
You
starts
don't
for
start for
United.
Liverpool. You don't start for
Tottenham.
Arsenal.
He starts for
No,
United.
I think he starts for City. You put him next to Diaz. Diaz and AC. God forbid the rest of the league's pissed.
I swear the back four isn't the best.
He starts for United. I'll tell you that.
No, back
He
four.
Yeah,
would-
but
Yeah,
United
right.
is just bad. I mean,
Yeah.
Phil Jones starts for Man
You
United.
start
so
They have
that
the
tells
same
you,
myth
you know.
with
Hey, Phil
Antonio
Jones is good.
Rudiger. It don't make
He is good.
nothing.
Respect on his name. Facts.
Phil
But
Jones
if
is the only
he
title
does
winner in your
join
team.
a rival
Mate.
club,
Facts. How many
we
title
will
winners you
move.
got on your team?
Got enough, mate.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, how
If he
many
does
title
move to
winners
another
That's what
rival, we
Brogan
are going to
says,
do the
how
Trevor
much money
Chalobah
in bank account.
penitentiary. Just saying.
Trevor Chalobah. Give it more.
Yeah,
Trevor
yeah, yeah.
Brady
We are
was
just
good
going to
though,
revamp
right.
it. And then we'll
Chalobah
just
ain't
run
that
Trevor
good,
Chalobah.
yeah.
properly.
Have
It
we
ain't
spoke
happening.
about
He's
Arsenal's
re-signing.
performance against City, by the way? Have we spoken about that yet?
Yeah, we did.
He played very
We spoke
well.
about it, fam.
Yeah,
What? I wasn't here, so what do we say?
No,
that,
I'm
by
saying
the
you
way.
spoke about it. You was like, you played well, and really, we should have got something from the game.
No, but what
spoke
you?
on-
Yeah, but what do you make out of Arsenal now going forwards? Do you see a plan? Do you see a team?
Yeah,
That's what I want.
Hey, we don't need you. Yeah, you, man. You
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
Arteta bandwagon? Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just like,
Blah,
How
blah,
can you
blah,
love
whatever.
She's got such a
Blah,
love
blah,
affair
blah.
with Arsenal. It's
I
disgusting.
know, blah blah. I know it is absolutely makes me.
It's
sick
not.
to my
We've got
stomach.
a
I think
plan. It's a
Guardiola just
process.
makes
It's
him look
attractive.
You know?
I made a prediction.
he's an attractive
and it
bloke.
looks
That's
like
what we
it
answered.
happened.
This is sick, isn't it?
Guardiola defo made them look good just to give Arteta.
Arteta
a
wasn't
bit
even there,
extra.
man. And he was. I mean,
Maybe Arteta's the
Hey, you
issue,
see,
isn't
so
it?
now he can't even say he
He
did it for
obviously isn't.
Arteta.
Nah, I rate that. What he's doing is good, and I only watch bits and
Yeah.
pieces of the game. But you did look good, and you played
They
well.
were great.
He was
Yeah,
great.
I ain't gonna lie, they
He
were
was
great.
All jokes aside, yeah, all jokes. We'll see how
They
it
just
continues
lost it
during
in
the season.
moments. That was it. They just lost it in moments. They
Yeah,
played.
but
They were better. Than
bro, can we
City.
talk about the
Well,
referee
exactly.
standing in front of Martinelli before he's about to shoot? That
But
is
he should
a joke.
score, man.
Bro,
innit?
Martinelli
He
This is
should
like-
score, but bro,
He should score.
Oh,
when has a
no.
referee ever been allowed to enter the box?
Oh no, Arsenal fans complaining about the
About the
referee.
referee,
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, shut up, man. You
Oh.
and Anthony
Yeah,
Taylor.
Here we go.
Yeah, we-
Here we go. Complaining, wah.
Yeah, we're all complaining about
Always
referees, but not our players crying about leaving back to our old clubs, man. Don't worry.
Have you seen how strong Pep's gone tonight?
Are you playing? Swindon
Yeah,
Town
I've
or
seen the
something?
team
Yeah.
start out strong.
Wait,
Yeah.
you not playing today?
Yeah, FA Cup. What time? Before Arsenal Cup.
They're playing
He's gone with
Swindon, fam.
Stefan, Walker, Diaz, Aki, Cancelo, Rodrigo, which is
That's
Rodrigo,
ridiculous, yo.
Gundogan,
Swindon,
De
that's
Bruyne,
ridiculous.
Yeah, he's still vexed off the Arsenal performance.
Bruv, you're gonna murder them. Calm down.
On the bench, it's Carson,
It's not Lewis. If you pull it up.
Slicker, I think that is. I don't know why it's Silica. Slicker, it's a goalkeeper. Laporte, Kaiki, Bob, Egan Riley, Mabiti.
Big old Bob.
Who's Bob? Is Bob any good?
My guy, Bob.
No, the kids, the kids. I know who the
Isn't McKaty, isn't that a biscuit?
McKatie's
No, that's Mc-
software.
that's Mc-
security
no.
software, you know.
McVitie's.
No, that's McVitie's, not McAtee.
No, it's defensive software. Firewall.
So,
In that McAtee.
apart from,
McAtee.
I don't know who Bob is. Egan Riley is a
Who's
Country in East European.
Chagas.
Chagas is a great name.
Lavi is like a little
Chagas is a good
Fernandinho. He's similar to Fernandinho. McAtee's good. He's like a little.
Imagine your name is Slick.
These players all start for United, so.
Jan is a proper citizen in that. You know what I'm saying? Just listing it off.
Top citizen, top sky blue, innit?
Love this. They definitely get on Arsenal's bench. That's a compliment.
Yeah, they get in your starting 11, mate.
That's a compliment. No, they don't.
You know what it is?
That's
I think what he thought is he said that he would go as strong as he can go. So everyone that's not got COVID is started. They're the ones that haven't got COVID. But to be fair, Pep always respects every competition. He does go strong. But I think as well, like if you're a
Swindon
fan, but if you're a Swindon fan and you play Man City, you don't want to watch Man City's youth team. You want to watch the De Bruyne's, the Gundogan. You want to watch these players.
De Bruyne?
Also, Pep's out of the Carabao Cup, so he needs to make up for it now, innit?
But this is Swindon we're talking about. We are talking about like a fish and chip shop team.
Yo, they're in League Two.
No,
They
fair enough.
do.
If I'm Swindon Town and I'm paying tickets, I want to watch these players play.
Yeah, I get it.
I think no. I think Swindon Town would much prefer to go through to the next round.
There's no chance that happens anyway. There's just no chance that happens.
Yeah, that's
So
good
they know
if you
they're
play the
gonna
weak
lose.
side. No. We've seen upsets happen before.
Yeah, but come on,
Plays
it's,
through the back.
nah, just not. Where's the game? Okay, where's the game though? Where's the game being played?
Got a home
Is
run.
that Swindon?
It's away.
Oh, they're,
We're
yeah,
away.
they're fair enough potentially.
To
I
be
don't know.
fair, we
Listen, they got some good players. Hayden, Gladwin.
Yep.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
McKady.
We played
the
we
biscuit.
played Cheltenham last season. Cheltenham gave us a harder game than the Premier League team. Trust me, we were struggling.
Oh, was that when
Okay.
Jesus missed that one-on-one? Yeah, I remember that.
That
game.
was when Mara
No, he misses all one-on-ones, fam. He don't narrow it down.
awful.
Nah, but he
You
missed. He
that
was terrible
one-on-one.
that game. I remember. Nah, because I
Now
remember
that
that
game was
was.
awful. Honestly, like how we won that.
Was that
like,
the game where you were cussing out Mahrez to me?
Yeah,
Was that the
she
game where
hates
you
Mahrez,
messaged me
innit?
saying Mahrez is shit?
No, I said that he was playing
Oh, no.
shit and struggling against against Cheltenham, and he was struggling. The whole team was struggling, but he in particular was struggling. Trust me.
That was the scapegoat.
I have to watch this stupid game. My game.
Morris goes through patches like that. Trust me.
Yeah,
The thing is, if you watch from watching Morris and seeing him develop as a player as well, when he's off form, he's off form. But nobody really pays attention. People like him because
Yeah.
he'll try the same thing a load of times. But in
Yeah.
a
It's very
YouTube
hot and cold.
compilation, he looks phenomenal. He's just one of those players.
Well, he's been great this season. He's our top scorer.
Is he?
Yeah. Top scorer, top sister. Well, I think both together, not individually. But yeah, he's and now he's gone to Algeria to play for Algeria, I should say. So.
I was going to say it sounds like Brexit or something.
I like Irish, man. I love
Get
man.
out of my country.
Yeah, no, I think it's we'll see what happens. Like, I'm not honestly as strong as I want us to go strong because I don't like underestimating these teams.
You've not gone strong. You've
So
took
You're
it.
scared of
He's got,
Swindon.
he's got a bit too strong. But the reason why he's got
Yes.
strong is because we've only got 4 games this whole month. Our next game is Chelsea on the
That's true.
15th. So it's no point in the thing is
Wow, you get a full week off. I can't be arsed.
we've got hardly any games this month, trust me.
I'm selling my ticket.
This is our last game. What he'll do is if we go 3-0 up, he'll take them off in the second half and bring the kids on. That's what he'll do. Because you can have 5 subs, he'll take like 5 of them off. He'll take Bernardo Silva off, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Diaz. That's who he'll take. And probably someone else. I don't know which one. And Gabby or something like that. And he'll leave the rest. Or Cancelo, maybe, because he's more important. We'll see what happens in it. These games are one of them games that you go into thinking we're going to smash them 10-0 and then you're struggling.
Didn't
So-
you lose to like Wigan a couple of years ago with your Centurions?
Wigan are a bogey team for us, man.
That was a funny game. I saw they did a pitch invasion after they won somehow as well.
We didn't have a
That was a
problem
hilarious
with
game.
Wigan until all of a sudden Wigan were like a bogey team. We never used to. I remember going Wigan away, we won. And then all of a sudden Wigan became a bogey team, and we just completely crumble every time.
Oh yeah, because they beat you in the FA Cup final.
They beat us about 4 times back to back. I don't know what was going on. They were just some bogey.
That Atletico got Pep's number, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of that Reece James flavour. Since we loaned him, that ain't in the same sense.
It wasn't even just Pep. They had Mancini's number, like Pellegrini, Pep, all of them. It's just a bogey team. Trust me, I don't know what was going on. I think Pep beat him last time, but jeez. Oh my god, I'm actually nervous.
You're a bit
For
weird.
Wins
Swindon.
5-0, can proceed to
Shut
win
up, yeah.
5-0.
Mute a mic, innit? Like, what is she saying?
Proceeds to just score 8 goals.
You're
Over
nine.
Swindon, you know.
Like man could easily.
You know you support Man City, not Man United. There's no
Dan,
need to
you
be
know
like
what
this.
Swindon is?
Innit?
We're not that bad.
It's hilarious
Dan,
from a
you
guy
know
that's
where
never
Swindon
seen.
is?
This is hilarious from a guy that's never seen his team win a league title in his lifetime. You know
Oh, I
what I'm saying?
caught one there, mate. I caught a big one there.
It was good. It was good. That's how I responded.
Oh yeah, this is.
I had to mute himself from rattling himself anymore.
Anyways,
Oh,
I
no.
got to bounce, everyone. So I have to love you, leave you.
I no worries,
I
Babs.
turned on my
Thanks for
TV,
joining
that's why.
anyway.
I turned on my TV.
No worries. Take care, everyone, man. Hold
Yeah.
tight.
Take care, bro.
Bye bye.
Oh,
Nervous for
what?
Swindon, you know.
Can we talk about my injury crisis? Because fuck
Yes,
me.
we were meant to
Get it
go
off
on to
your chest,
Leicester
bro.
City. What was this?
I
Roger
listened to
saying you have
it.
9 outfield players fit, and that's it.
So I'll give you all the players that we have injured, which is Fofana, Justin, Evans, which is now out till April. Then we've
Oh,
got
fuck.
Sionchu, Pereira, Thomas, Castagna, Bertrand. That's just defensively. So we've got 0 back line.
I swear we want Bertrand as well.
Yeah, you can have him if you want. I mean, you pay 35 in Drink Water,
He's
but still.
contracted to you, lot, isn't it? That's your thing.
Yeah, I think you're looking at hopes and prayers. I mean, literally, Bertrand's just a little bit better than that. In midfield, we've got, I think, injury-wise, got Ndidi, we've got Samore, and Kieran Dewsbury Hall and Mendy out, and then strikers, we've got Nacho, Vardy, and Daka all out. So we're left, I think, from what I've seen, is 8 or 9 players, and the eight or 9 players are exclude outfield players. So we've got 3 goalkeepers plus Vestergaard, Chowdhury, Tillemans, Maddison, Barnes, Albrighton, Lookman, and Perez. That's all we've got. So they're all midfielders and potential wingers as well.
What about
We have got
Daka and
nobody.
Iheanacho?
And bearing in mind, sorry, you were saying, Ryan?
Daka and Iheanacho.
Iheanacho's at AFCON, and Daka's out for another 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we've got 0 strikers, 1 centre back, 0 fullbacks at the moment as well. So we are fucked, to be honest. We were so from the game that we played against Liverpool, we've lost 60% of that team to injuries or AFCON as well. So imagine how lackluster we are at the moment. We are absolutely, and we're still going ahead with the game. It means that it's going to have to play all the youth players from what it seems as well. So it'll be interesting to see the youth players and the youth setup there. However, I mean, I've got it down here. We've got 5 games in 16 days with 8 outfield players. So I don't know what's going to happen in January. I'm just writing it off in general because we're looking at, I think with Leicester, we do need a small rebuild. The manager, again, we did have a great game against Liverpool. Not going to lie, it was a phenomenal game. I know you guys were coming to say Liverpool were terrible. They were, but at the same time, we did phenomenally well with the lack of players that we had. And just through everything, we are just missing. I mean, 8 or 9 outfield players is absolutely... I mean, we've got more goalkeepers than we have centre-backs at the moment fit. That's kind of what we're playing at the moment. I think more goalkeepers than full-backs. So we're going to have to see what's going to happen. But Leicester City are not looking good at the moment. We are all over the place in terms of injuries. We've not been that great this season anyway. Again, the Liverpool performance was a great one-off performance. But we're struggling to see. We've got nobody really that I can see stepping up. So I'm kind of writing the season off and hoping we can do in terms of the Premier League. And we're still ninth. We're still ninth in terms of that. So what I'm doing, I think, in general, is just the Premier League, we're kind of rubbing it off. And then we're just going to want to see if we can get somewhere in the FA Cup because we're defending that, which is weird to say again. And then go for the Conference League. I think that's going to be our... But January is just hold on for dear life because a lot of these players are not coming back. And the worst thing is, apparently, Zimbabwe have been kicked out. So I think, or potentially getting on the cuffs kicked out, which means that Zambia might be put in, which means that Dhaka might be going to AFCON as well. So we will have...
You got 3 league matches in the next 2 weeks.
Sorry?
The fuck?
And they're getting kicked out.
Some kind of, I don't know, I read briefly about some kind of government, like they disagreed with something or other, so Zambia would be automatically we're automatically put in. I don't know the full story, but that's what I've heard a little bit as well. So the whole of January, we're just on fire. We're on vibes anyway, but I mean, we've lost how many defenders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 first team defenders out in all positions. So we're gonna have to start Vestergaard and a 17-year-old, and that's gonna be it. So
hey,
we're fucked.
Goalkeepers might get running. You know what I'm saying? And that run out, should I say?
Centre back.
Yeah, they might do.
Jesus, we've got 3.
To be fair, Peter Schmeichel's got a few goals in him. Maybe his son's got the same minerals.
Okay, you never know.
From what? From playing up front. We're no good from set pieces, you guys know. Actually, we were quite good against Liverpool. If you want that, I've got a full analysis on our channel, so make sure you check
Joe
that out.
Joe Mike Tux.
Well, shut up, man.
It was the team you put out, bruv. We were so good. We were so good in that game, honestly.
I tried wiping that game from a memory, and you bring it up like that. Man.
You lost 3 games. I mean, imagine supporting me, bruv. Imagine the terribleness with me.
But here's the thing is, no. The thing is, though, Neil, you haven't turned off the quadruple light switch. That's all in it, and turned on the treble one. That's what it is. You never gone through.
You're actually just trying to test my patience now.
You never. I'm just saying, is that not what happened?
All right, man.
Why are you getting mad at me for stating facts? Is that not what happened? What did I say that was incorrect?
Just trying,
yeah. That's what I thought. Shut up, innit? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I told you we'd end the quadruple, bruv, and here we are in 2022.
Yeah, you did.
You nearly ended the treble too.
I nearly ended the treble. You man we had to substitute on. So you had to get on Ryan Bertrand with COVID, and then you had to win the game. We did you a favor, bruv, and you still couldn't do it. Come on.
Anyhow, you lot lose to Arsenal.
Oh,
I don't
Loki wants an Arsenal Chelsea final. Actually, not even Loki. A high key wants a Chelsea Arsenal.
If you lot lose to Arsenal and the treble switch goes from the double, like yo, fam, you lot even Jan shaking their head like, look at this prick in the middle of the top right. Like yo, it's peak for you. Just know it. Just know, fam.
Don't worry, innit? You actually think we're
I'm
going
not
to lose to Arsenal over 2 legs?
I don't.
We ain't worrying. You worrying.
You concerned. Yeah. You're the one quaking in your boots over there, looking from side to side.
I ain't even wearing boots.
You couldn't beat Leicester's C team.
It's figurative boots.
Twice.
It's not literal.
You're taking the penalties, and Ryan Bertrand, of all people, again, Lewis, if you want to buy him, we're going to offer him on a plate for you. Have a nice day. He lost us it again.
I said I got no boots. You know what I'm saying? I know you're over there and you style of socks. Yeah, I know. It's figurative. You never heard that. Oh my God, this guy, yo.
Fuck.
You're a special case at times, aren't you, Ryan? Jesus Christ.
Right.
You know what, this
Well,
guy's
we
way too
gotta end the
fucking
stream here
productive.
because I gotta go and get some food. Big up
Same.
everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Big up everyone as always. So we'll leave you with Ralph Ragnick. Big up everyone as always. Take care. Like and subscribe. And as always, check out everyone's socials in the comment section below, everyone's channels as well. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. We're very close to 25k. So
Yes.
smash it if you guys haven't done so already. And we out. Peace and up the